Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Productions. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.G.O.D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute, salute, salute. You already know what it is. The orange and blue skies. You already know the vibes. It's Knicks basketball tonight. Game 2 of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Knicks go up in the series 1-0 in the series. Knicks won the first game 123-112 on a 21-0 nothing run in the fourth quarter. But the Pistons are back here in game 2, ready for this game, man. You already know what it is, man. It's time to get started, man. Knicks got the ball first. Brunson with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Bridges. Over to Brunson. Out to Towns. Towns. Out to Bridges. It's faked on a shot in the lane. Throws to Brunson. Brunson. 2 seconds left to go. Brunson. Fall away. 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by K. Cunningham and the Pistons. And here comes the Pistons. Cunningham with the ball around a Duran screen. Throws to Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Duran. Back up and dunks it back up. And the Pistons draw first blood. Go up 2-0. So the Pistons coming out first. Knicks with the ball now. Brunson with the ball over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Over to OG Anunoby. Over to Bridges. Back to Bridges. Bridges. Out to Anunoby. His wide open 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Tim Hardaway Jr. Here comes the Pistons. Hardaway with the ball over to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. Over to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball in the lane. His fall away shot is up and no good, but tapped back in by Asor Thompson. And the Pistons go up 4-0. Knicks inbounds Towns over to Brunson. And that's why Knicks got to be on the glass. Knicks have got to get on the glass, man. They got to rebound. Over to Anunoby. Anunoby over to Hart. Hart with the ball, looking. Finds OG all by himself down low, and he lays it up and in. 4-2. Pistons inbounds. Cunningham inbounds to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline, guarded by OG. Over to Tobias Harris. Harris at the elbow. Over to Duran. Duran guarded by Towns. Over to K. Cunningham. And the ball is stolen by Jalen Brunson, and here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball over to Bridges. His pull-up 3-point shot is no good, rebounded by Thompson, and here comes the Pistons. Thompson with the ball to Tobias Harris, who missed the dunk, rebounded by Mikal Bridges, and here comes the Knicks. Bridges over to Josh Hart, over to OG Anunoby. His corner 3-point shot is no good, but tapped back in by Bridges, and we are tied at 4 apiece. Knicks going to have to get on the glass in this game. Pistons with the ball. Thompson across the timeline, guarded by Bridges, down at in the post. Thompson throws it to Duran. Duran with the ball, guarded by Towns out high at the top of the 3-point line, over to Thompson. Thompson, his free throw line jump shot is up, no good, rebounded by Towns. Here comes the Knicks, over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson, and he is fouled by Thompson. All right, so the Knicks will inbounds. Game is tied at 4. Brunson will inbound the ball. Brunson looking, finds Bridges, back to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Thompson. Brunson down the lane. Brunson out to Towns. Towns almost stolen. Towns in the lane, and he gets a free pass to the basket and gets a dunk, and the Knicks go up 6-4. Good look by Towns. Pistons inbound. Duran inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham guarded by Bridges, and that's a foul on Bridges. So the Pistons will inbound. All right, so Pistons will inbounds. Cunningham over to Harris. Harris with the ball. Looking, finds Duran. Duran with the ball. Guarded by Towns. Duran in the lane. His shot is up and good, and we are tied at 6. Knicks inbounds. Brunson inbounds to Hart. Hart with the ball across the timeline. Guarded by Duran. Hart over to Towns. Guarded by Harris. Towns with the ball over to Brunson. Brunson around the town screen. Brunson down the lane to Josh Hart, and it is a turnover. So it'll be Pistons ball. All right, so both teams coming out a little tight in this first in the beginning of the game, but as expected. All right, Pistons inbounds. Hardaway inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Anunoby. Cunningham at the logo over to Hardaway. Hardaway with the ball over to Duran. Duran guarded by Towns. Duran looking, and it is an offensive foul. It'll be Knicks ball. Salute to chat. Jacob, what's good? What's good, fam? You already know what it is, man. Let's get it. Let's go Knicks, man. Got to get up 2-0 in this series, man. Let's just grab this series by the throat, bro. All right, Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Thompson. Brunson around the town screen. Brunson down the lane. His floater is up and good. And Knicks go back up 8-6. Pistons inbounds. Cunningham inbounds to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball across the timeline, guarded by OG. Now switch on Bridges is on him now. Cunningham down the lane with Bridges on him. Cunningham fall away, jump shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. And here comes the Knicks. Hart with the ball. Throws it out. And Harris is out. It'll be Knicks ball. Yeah, Josh Hart didn't know what he wanted to do, man. You get in there, man. You got to get in there. You got to know what you're going to do. You got in the lane. You could have had a layup. All right. So Knicks up 8-6. Knicks will inbounds. Brunson looking, finds Josh Hart. Hart at the elbow, guarded by Duran. Hart still looking. Got a mismatch. Towns over to Hart, and his shot is blocked by Duran. And here comes the Pistons. Cunningham with the ball. Cunningham down the lane, throws to Hardaway in the corner to Tobias Harris for a wide open 3-point shot and good. And the Pistons go up 9-8. Knicks inbounds. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Thompson. Brunson down the lane. His floater is up and good. The Knicks go back up 10-8. 10-9. Pistons inbounds. Cunningham inbounds to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball at the top of the elbow. Guarded by Bridges now. In the corner. Cunningham posting up. Bridges. Cunningham, and he loses the ball, and he gets it back. Throws it to Durham, over to Hardaway Jr. from the 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns with the ball. Knicks up 10-9. 6:16 left to go in the first quarter. Towns. Shot is up and good. Looked like he got fouled, but no call on Durham. And 12-9. And the Pistons will inbounds. Harris inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball, guarded by OG, back to Tobias Harris, guarded by Bridges. Harris over to Thompson, guarded by Hart. Thompson, he looked like he walked. and no call, and he gets a basket. 12-11. Pistons go back. Pistons down one. Knicks with the ball. Brunson guarded by Thompson. Brunson around the screen. Brunson in the lane out to OG Anunoby for his corner 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Duran over to Hardaway. Hardaway with the ball over to Cade Cunningham. Cunningham down the lane, lays it up and in, and the Pistons go up 13-12. Knicks inbounds. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Thompson. Brunson looking, finds Towns, guarded by Harris. Towns in the lane. Shot is up and good. Knicks go back up 14-13. Pistons inbounds. Harris inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. Around the Brunson screen. Cunningham gets a good open look. Shot is up and good. 15-14. Knicks got to communicate on there. Knicks inbounds. Hart. Brunson to Hart. Hart ahead of the pack. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Back to Hart. Back to Bridges, who lays it up and in back door, and the Knicks go up 16-15. Timeout on the floor. 4:49 left to go in the first quarter. So, like I said, so far so good, man. Both teams, man. Like I said, feeling each other, you know what I'm saying, trying to get a feel like how the game is going to be called and stuff like that, man. A little bit tight and stuff like that, but hey, it's early on. Like I said, Knicks got to come out with some aggression, got to come out aggressive, got to come out with some fire, man. Like I said, play with some energy, man. Let's get the lead, man. Let's take the lead, control of this game, man. Last game, we really wasn't in control. We was leading for most of the game until the third quarter, but it's like these guys, like I said, they just lull asleep or they just fall asleep. It's like they got to get at the wheels. Stop falling asleep at the wheels. Let's go. Like I said, game two, man. If this is your first time to the Man Cave podcast, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share it on all social media platforms. It costs you nothing, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also go subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Our one centralized location for all of our content, man. The link is right there in the chat. Make sure you go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, the Man Cave podcast, as well as Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG. Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Mets 2128, TP Way, Leaf Diggy, as well as Delay of Game, and Rob R0B. Make sure you go and subscribe, man. And like I said, you go to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. A lot of good stuff on there, man, pertaining to the NFL draft, which will be on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of content on there with player profile as well as draft simulators and stuff like that, man. Make sure you go and check it out, man. A lot of good stuff on there, man. And like I said, I would be on Full Court Press tomorrow at 7:00. I'll be back here with Coach Ed Gladney's, man, with Full Court Press, man, talking WNBA. So make sure you tap back in tomorrow at 7. I know everybody gonna be tuning in Thursday to the draft, man. The NFL draft will be Thursday night, man. So I know everybody be ready for that. So, man, first quarter, like I said, Knicks got to come out a little bit more aggressive, man. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Let's make some shots, man. Let's start getting a lead, man. Start opening up a lead. Like this back and forth seesaw, man. It's just like I said, it's just right here, man. It's like, yo, bench guys gonna have to come in this game, gonna have to do some work in this game, man. Knicks gonna need their bench guys, man. Landry Shamet, Cameron Payne, as well as Deuce McBride, Mitchell Robinson. I'm about to get back to live action. It will be Pistons ball with 4:49 left to go in the first quarter. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, home of the New York Knicks. Game 3 will be Thursday in Detroit. All right, Pistons with the ball. Pistons inbounds. Harris inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball over to Harris, guarded by Bridges, over to Schroeder, who has just checked into the game. Checked in the game for the Pistons, as well as Malik Beasley and Mitchell Robinson all checked in. What's the name? The ball up and in, no good, and rebounded by Josh Hart over to Bridges. Bridges, his pull up jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball, stolen by Bridges, throws into Brunson, and he can't get it, and it's a turnover. These are plays that they got to make these plays. That could have been a play too. OG Anunoby for an easy dunk. You can't miss those plays, man. You got to play strong in the playoffs. That's why I keep talking about Bridges got to play much better and play stronger in the playoffs. All right, Pistons with the ball. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded by Brunson over to OG Anunoby. OG with the ball. Cunningham with the ball. Fall away jump shot is up and good. And the Pistons go up 17-16. It's a good fall away shot by Cade Cunningham. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson over to Bridges. And like I said, these are the other guys got to start scoring for the Knicks. Bridges got to score the ball. Hart has to score the ball. You know what I'm saying? They got to help out. All hands on deck. Hart, his jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. Ahead to Tobias Harris. Over to Schroeder. His three-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson stops. Looking, passes out to Josh Hart. Hart looking for Brunson, who's being held by Tobias Harris. Over to OG Anunoby. OG in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and is no good. And the Knicks got to start making some shots, man. All right, Pistons the ball. Cunningham races down the court, lays it up and in, and Pistons go up 19-16. Knicks, like I said, OG got to score. Mikal Bridges got to score. These guys are getting good looks. You got to score the basketball, man. You got to make shots. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Paul Reed and Schroeder. Brunson down guarded by Schroeder in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Cunningham. Here comes the Pistons. Over to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham throws it to Paul Reed, and it is stolen by the Knicks. Brunson. And here comes Brunson ahead to Mikal Bridges for the dunk. And 19-18, Pistons with the ball come right back. Schroeder, Beasley inbounds to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Over to Harris, back to Schroeder. At the elbow, guarded by Hart. Now guarded by Bridges. Schroeder throws the ball to Tobias Harris, guarded by Hart. Harris in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up and is good. And Pistons up 3, 21-18. Knicks inbounds. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. 1:57 left to go in the first quarter. 3-point Pistons lead. Brunson guarded by Beasley. Mitchell Robinson come out over to Mikal Bridges. His corner 3-point shot, no good. He got to make these shots, man. He's getting a lot of good looks and not making these shots. Cunningham down a lane. His shot is up, no good, but it's called a blocking foul on Jalen Brunson. And the Knicks going to challenge. And it looked like the Knicks are going to call a timeout to challenge the play. Yeah, it looked like it was a charge, but then again, who knows, man? They might say he wasn't there in time or something like that, but you never know, man. But so far, like I said, man, Pistons are coming out looking good. The Knicks, like I said, their players got to put the ball in the basket. There's no way and if or buts about it, man. You got shots, you're getting a lot of good looking shots. You got to make these shots. That's all it comes down to is making shots. If you got a good open look, you got to make the majority of these shots. You ain't gonna hit all of them, but you got to make most of them. And that's not what they're doing right now. They taking too many shots and missing too many shots. Got to start making these shots. You know, you can do fall away jump shots all you want. At the end of the day, it got to go down. It got to go down. You got to make the shots. Got to make them shots, man. So right now we are at timeout and see the Knicks are challenged and see what is going to be the call on the floor. The call on the floor was a blocking foul on Brunson on Cade Cunningham attempt to the basket. We'll see if they'll overturn it to a charge. And it looked like Deuce McBride will check into the game for the Knicks too after the timeout. But like I said, these guys is coming in. Got to put the ball in the basket, man. Got to score. Got to score the ball, man. All right, still on this timeout, man. Like I said, I'll see what they say, but I'm thinking it's an offensive foul, it's a charge. But stranger things have happened, man. Like I said, this is the playoffs, so anything can go. Yeah, and then also the game tonight, Knicks versus Pistons, game two. Also, game two in the West. It'll be the Clippers against the Denver Nuggets coming up next after this game with Knicks and the Pistons. Game two for the Clippers and Nuggets from Denver. All right, look like Brunson and Hart will be taking a seat. All right, and it looks like it was an offensive foul on Cunningham. Knicks with the ball. McBride inbounds to Robinson, and it's an offensive foul. Come on, man. Guys got to stop making fouls. Guys, like we got to score the ball. Like these guys got to score the ball, man. It's like, yo, stop with these little silly turnovers. Let's go, man. All right, Pistons with the ball. Cunningham with the ball around a Duran screen, and it'll be Knicks ball. All right, Deuce McBride inbound, but like I said, Knicks have been having some wasted empty trips. Knicks got to start scoring the ball, man. It's just like it's as simple as that. All right, McBride inbounds to Bridges, back to McBride. McBride over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball around the Robinson screen. Out to Deuce McBride. Guarded by Beasley. His fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cunningham. And here comes the Pistons. Cunningham throws ahead to Jalen Duran, and he is fouled by Cameron Payne, who has also checked into the game. So Duran would be at the free throw line. Duran would be at the free throw line for two. All right, Duran's first free throw is up, and it's good. So Cameron Payne has two fouls. So Landry Shamet will check into the game. And Duran's second free throw is up, and it's good. So it's a 5-point Pistons lead. Knicks still haven't scored, man. Knicks haven't scored in the last couple of minutes, 2-3 minutes. Knicks got to score the ball. All right, Knicks inbounds. OG inbounds to McBride, guarded by Holland. McBride with the ball over to OG. OG with the ball over to Shamet. Shamet guarded by Beasley. And the ball is thrown away. I mean, what is going on with these guys, man? And it'll be Pistons ball up 5. All right, Schroeder will inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball over to Beasley. Beasley over to Duran. Duran to Cade Cunningham. His fall away jump shot is up, and no good. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson. Over to Landry Shamet. Over to Cameron Payne. 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cameron Payne in the lane. And it'll be Knicks ball. And Cunningham would check out the game. But like I said, man, Knicks haven't scored like in the last 3 minutes or something like that. They got to score the basketball. Bro, there is nothing special that Detroit is doing, man. It's just like Knicks just got to make shots. A lot of wide open shots, got to make these shots. All right, Knicks will inbound. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pistons up 23-18. All right, so Cameron Payne will inbound. Look to inbound. Looking. Finds Robinson. Robinson over to Cameron Payne. And he slips and falls. What is going on with these guys, man? Over to Deuce McBride. His 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Robinson. Out the Deuce. 7 seconds left to go, and he turns the ball over. What is going on with these guys, man? It's like, yo, you bring in the bench guys, and these guys are just playing like crap, man. So it'll be Pistons ball with 7 seconds left to go, man. All right. Tobias inbounds to Cunningham. And a foul is on. What is going on with Cameron Payne? Why would you push the guy? You push the guy. OG Anunoby. I know it's Cameron Payne that pushes him. So 2 free throws for the Pistons at the end of the quarter. Not a good for the Knicks, man. Shooter will be at the free throw line. Shooter's first free throws up, and it's good. So that's Cameron Payne. That's his third foul. And Shooter's second free throw is up, and it's also good. 25-18, 7-point Pistons lead. All right, Knicks inbound. 1.9 seconds left to go in the quarter. Robinson inbounds and shot is up, no good. And that is the end of the first quarter. So, end of first quarter, Pistons up 7, 25-18. And that is the end of the first quarter. So, Pistons with a 7-point lead, 25-18, man. Knicks not looking good at all in the first quarter. Woeful shooting from the Knicks. It don't matter. Starters, reserves, everybody is just wet in the bed. They stinking up the joint right now, man. Can't make a damn shot. All good looking shots, good shots. These are all great shots. Just not making them. Can't find it. Can't hit the side of a barn, man. 7-point Pistons lead, 25-18 after one from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Like I said, hopefully the Knicks have a better second quarter than they have a first quarter, man, because that first quarter was just crap. Bridges missing every damn shot he throwing up. Josh Hart can't make a shot. Towns, I don't even know. He probably got like a couple of shots, but it's just like uh, Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride. Nobody can find the bottom of the basket, man. Even OG Anunoby, who's been shooting good, can't find the bottom of the basket, man. I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, man, and all social media platforms to the Man Cave Podcast. If this is your first time to my channel, man, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share this on all social media platforms, as well as go and subscribe to the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. The link is right there in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe, man, and go subscribe to all the great content creators, myself, the Man Cave Podcast, Big Pat Sports Talk, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, TP Way to Giant, it's a delay of game, as well as R0B Rob. Make sure you go and subscribe, man. So we'll see what the second quarter brings for the Knicks, man. But like I said, Knicks are in a little hole, 7-point lead, 25-18. Knicks just not scoring the ball. What's good? He said, "Who's got to make shots?" Payne with 3 fouls. Yeah, man. It's just like I said, all it is just putting the ball in the basket, man. The Knicks are getting a lot of great looks. They just not making these shots. They got to make these shots. Bridges got to come alive. He's got to score the ball. He's getting good looks. He got to make that shot. OG got to make the shot. You know what I'm saying? Deuce got to make his shot too. It's like, hey, guys, this is what you're in the game for. You got to score. You got to contribute. All hands on deck. Everybody got to score, man. It's not just going to be Brunson or Towns or whatever, man. It's just like everybody got to make baskets. That's what you're in the playoffs for. This is the moment that you've been living for, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to show up and show out on the biggest stage, man. Not cower and hide, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it ain't even nothing special that the Pistons are doing anything. It's just the Knicks are just missing shots. And same thing with the Pistons. I mean, they making shots, you know, and stuff like that. But the Knicks, like I said, just not putting the ball in the basket, man. But like I said, Knicks haven't scored in the last like four minutes of the first quarter, man. It's just been throwing up bricks, turning the ball over, just like. And then also, yeah, in the first, I mean, they was getting a good job on the boards, man. That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the Knicks got to help out with the rebounding. Got to help with the rebounding, man. You know what I'm saying? The ball, as many missed shots as the Knicks, there's a lot of opportunities to get rebounds. All right, Pistons with the ball. Harris with the ball over to Duran. Duran with the ball over to Beasley. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Duran, who gets an offensive rebound again. Oh, it's a Tobias Harris. Wide open shot. No good. Rebounded by Deuce McBride, and here comes the Knicks. McBride with the ball around the town screen. McBride in the lane. Up and under, and shot is up and good. 25-20. Pistons quickly inbounds. Duran inbounds to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Right down the lane. Schroeder lays it up and in. No, it's good, but it's goaltending. Pistons go up 27-20. I mean, McBride put a move, and then Schroeder came back and put a move on McBride. All right, Cameron Payne with the ball. And Cameron Payne has 3 fouls. Payne with the ball, guarded by Schroeder. Over to Towns. Towns guarded by Tobias Harris. Towns still backing down. Still backing down. His fall away jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Robinson out to Deuce McBride. McBride over to Cameron Payne. Payne in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Over to Mitchell Robinson, in and out. And Pistons have the ball. Here comes the Pistons. Duran with the ball. Directing traffic over to Beasley. Beasley, 3-point shot from the top of the key. Good. And the Pistons go up 30-20. Knicks inbounds. Shamet inbounds the ball to Deuce McBride. Over to Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball over to Deuce. Deuce with the ball around a town screen. Deuce over to Towns. Towns guarded by Tobias Harris in the lane. Towns. Shot is up and good. Still no foul. 30-22. 8-point Knicks lead. 8-point Pistons lead. Should have been an and one, but Pistons inbounds. Duran inbounds to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball, guarded by Deuce McBride. Over to Duran. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Over around the top of the key. Elbow around the Duran screen. Schroeder. His jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson. Here comes the Knicks. Over to Cameron Payne. Like I said, Knicks getting a lot of opportunity. They just not making shots. Towns with the ball, guarded by Tobias Harris, and he got fouled. He got fouled the whole way, bro. I mean, he's been getting fouled the whole, Harris can't stick him. It's like, and that's another thing the NBA got to stop with this. A foul is a foul, man. Stop letting these guys. It's like these guys are not even playing defense. These guys are mugging people, and you're saying that's defense. That ain't no defense. All right, Knicks down 8. Knicks will inbound the ball. Like I said, Knicks have been struggling this first quarter. Brunson checks back into the game. Brunson inbounds to Towns. Towns guarded by Harris. Towns in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson, and he is fouled. All right, Knicks inbounds. Brunson looking inbounds to Deuce. Back to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around him. Robinson screen. Brunson 3-point shot is up and is good. 30-25. Pistons inbound. That's what I'm saying. It's only like Brunson. These other guys got to step up and score the basketball, man. They got to step up. Pistons with the ball. Harris with the ball down the lane. On Mitchell Robinson, shot is up and good. 32-25. Knicks inbounds. Deuce to Mitchell Robinson. Back to Deuce. Deuce with the ball. Guarded by Ron Hollins. Deuce. 7-point Pistons lead over to Robinson. Robinson looking. Finds Deuce McBride. Deuce around the screen. Deuce lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson to Jalen Brunson. Another corner 3-point shot and it's good. 32-28. And like Brunson's like the only one that can score. Nobody else can score the ball. All right, Pistons inbounds up 4. Schroeder 3-point shot from the elbow and it's good. And the Pistons go back up 7. Knicks quickly inbounds. Shaman inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around the Robinson screen. Brunson looking. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Harris. And here comes the Pistons because everybody just looking around. Harris over to Holland. Holland. And he is fouled by Towns. That was a bad foul. Those are the type of fouls. It's like Towns got to stop with those silly fouls. It's like that foul was it was like not even called for, man. It was unnecessary. But Nick's gonna have to get some more scoring from somebody. If these guys on the bench ain't scoring, they're gonna have to go to other people on the bench because you can't have these guys just being in the game and just be running up and down the court, not scoring and doing nothing. And they're not doing anything. And you talking about shooters, you know what I'm saying? Cameron Payne, what's the name? Landry Shamet, Deuce McBride. These guys got to score the ball, man. They got to shoot the ball. They got to score. And it looked like OG Anunoby would check back in for the Knicks. Kay Cunningham would check back in for the Pistons, up 7. And Cunningham will inbound the ball. Cunningham inbounds to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Over to Malik Beasley. Beasley guarded by Bridges. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled on a fall-away jump shot. I don't even know how they call that foul. All right, Beasley's first free throw is up, and it's good. The second free throw is up, and it's also good. 37-28, 9-point Pistons lead. Like I said, Pistons off the bench got like 12 points off the bench. Knicks only got 2 points off the bench. Knicks bench got to contribute. You got to contribute. All right. Hart inbounds the ball to Bridges. Bridges with the ball, guarded by Beasley. Over to Brunson. Brunson. Fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Cunningham. Here comes the Pistons up 9. Cunningham ahead to Schroeder. Schroeder to Tobias Harris. To Malik Beasley. Wide open 3-point shot. No good. But tapped right back in by the Pistons. And they go up 11 by Paul Reed. Knicks inbounds. Brunson. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Over to Towns. Towns looking. Guarded by Harris at the top of the key. Towns in the lane. Out to Josh Hart. Back to Bridges. His fall away jump shot is good. 39-30. All right. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham with the ball. At the top of the key to elbow. 3-point shot is up and it's good. And it's 41-30. Like I said, Pistons are making shots. Knicks not making shots, man. It's the same. They're getting the same shots that you're getting. You got to make your shots. Brunson with the ball. And the ball is stolen. And it's stolen back by Bridges. Ahead to Brunson. Brunson to OG Anunoby. To Karl Anthony Towns for the dunk. 41-32. 9-point Pistons lead. 6:36 left to go. Timeout on the floor, Detroit. But like I said, the difference in this game is scoring, man. The Knicks are not scoring the ball. Knicks only have 2 points off the bench. Mitchell Robinson has no points, but he got 6 rebounds and 1 assist. The shooters for the Knicks, Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, and Landry Shamet only have 2 points between all 3 of those guys. Payne and Landry Shamet haven't shot the ball yet. Miles and Deuce McBride is 1 for 4. And also in the starting lineup for the Knicks, no points for Josh Hart. Only 2 points for OG Anunoby, 8 for Bridges. But like I said, guys got to score, man. Name of the game in the playoffs, you got to score. You got to put the ball in the basket, man. You got to score. It ain't no defense that these guys are playing that's like locked down or smothering or shutting you down. You just missing a lot of shots. Got to make those shots. So Pistons up 9 in this game. Like I said, man, Knicks, like I said, just cannot score the ball the last 4 minutes of the first quarter. And even in this quarter, man, like I said, it's doing a little bit better. But like I said, all it is scoring, man. Got to score that basketball, man. Got to score the ball. Like I said, it just can't be like or as a 10-point lead, Pistons up 42-32. It just can't be Brunson scoring or, let me see who was the other scorer. Brunson, Towns, Towns and Brunson with 10 and Mikal Bridges with 8, but Josh Hart with 0 points, OG Anunoby with 2 points, you know what I'm saying? And off the bench, Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, and Landry Shamet with 0 points. You got to score the ball, man. We only have 2 points off the bench while the Pistons have 12 off the bench. They're getting production off the bench. You got to score the ball. Got to score the ball. All right. So Cunningham shot was a 3-point shot. I knew it was a 3-point shot. So it's 42-32. So it'll be Knicks ball, but like I said, Knicks they gotta pick up the pace, man. They gotta pick up the pace. All right, so Pistons will inbounds. Hardaway will inbounds to Cunningham. 10-point Pistons lead. 6:36 left to go in the second quarter before the half. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham with the ball, guarded by OG Anunoby. Over to Hardaway in the corner. Over to Thompson. Thompson with the ball, and it is stolen by Josh Hart, and he is fouled. All right, so Knicks will inbounds down 10. Knicks got to score though. Knicks been, like I said, feast of famine out there, man. All right, Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around a Hart screen. Brunson at the logo. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball, looking over to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns' shot is blocked by Paul Reed. So it'll be Knicks ball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Brunson looking to inbound. Brunson inbounds to Hart. Hart back to Brunson, guarded by Hardaway Jr. Brunson. Step back 3-point shot is good. 42-35. Pistons inbounds. Reed inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball, guarded by Bridges. Cunningham down the lane, lays it up and in. 9-point lead. Knicks inbounds. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson over to Hart. Hart to OG Anunoby, guarded by K. Cunningham. And OG spins and stolen by the Pistons. Here come the Pistons. Paul Reed, and it's stolen back by Bridges. But Brunson has the ball and is fouled by Paul Reed. All right, so Knicks will inbounds down 9. Brunson inbounds to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Harris. Brunson with the ball. And off of his foot. Come on with these turnovers, man. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham quickly inbounds to Harris. Over to Cunningham. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled. And K. Cunningham will be at the free throw line. And Cunningham's first free throw is up, and it's good. So it's just like the Knicks are just trading baskets with the Pistons. And like I said, the Knicks are having a problem scoring. It's like, because like I said, they're not moving the ball around. It's almost like seeing like it's an ISO ball or something like that. It's like you gotta move the ball, man. People gotta move. You can't just be stationary. And Cunningham's second free throw is good, and Pistons up 11, 46-35. Mitchell Robinson checks into the game for Karl Anthony Towns. All right, Knicks will inbounds. Robinson inbounds. I mean, Josh Hart will inbound the ball, looking for Brunson. Over to Brunson, guarded by Thompson. Brunson across the timeline. Over to Mitchell Robinson. Over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Over to Brunson. To get double teamed by Thompson. Brunson. Over to Mitchell Robinson. And he's looking for Josh Hart, and the pass and is stolen by K. Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball in the lane. Back out. Cunningham down the lane. Shot is up. No good. And there's a foul on Josh Hart. What? So Cunningham will be back at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good. So that foul's on OG. All right. Cunningham's second free throw is up, and it's good. 48-35, a 13-point Pistons lead. And like I said, the Knicks have been struggling scoring the ball in this game. Can't find a shot, man. Can't make a shot. Like I said, these guys gonna have to make shots, man. I mean, there's no way it should be a 12, 13, I mean, a 13-point lead with the Pistons. The Knicks should be right there. Like I said, they got to score the ball. All right. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Pistons have been to the free throw lines 10 for 10. Knicks have not gone to the free throw line in this game at all. So Pistons with a 10-point lead at the free throw line. Brunson guarded by over to Josh Hart, over to OG Anunoby. OG in the lane, lays it up and in. No foul. 48-37. Pistons with the ball over to Tobias Harris, guarded by Brunson. Over to Thompson. Thompson guarded by Bridges. His shot up in the lane is up and is no good. And here comes OG Anunoby with the ball, guarded by K. Cunningham. Throws it back out to Josh Hart. And it's stolen by Tobias Harris over to Tim Hardaway Jr. for his three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Harris. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham shot is up. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson in the corner to Josh Hart. His three-point shot is up and good, finally, on the scoreboard. 48-40, 8-point Pistons lead. All right, Pistons inbounds. Harris inbounds to Cunningham. Cunningham guarded by OG. Cunningham with the ball over to Duran. And he is fouled by Mitchell Robinson. Come on with these fouls, man. It's not even no need for these fouls, bro. Like I said, he's not doing anything with the ball. It's like, hey, it's just play straight up. You just like the more fouls you get, the more you're gonna put him on the free throw line. And timeout on the floor. 8-point Pistons lead, 48-40. All right, so the Knicks got to clean up. Eight-point lead. Pistons been leading most of the first half, man. Like I said, a lot of poor shooting from the Knicks. Is just like guys are just like I said, man. And I know I keep talking about it, but like I said, I've never seen like in today's basketball, it's like playoff. These guys are just not. They just don't get excited for the playoffs. They don't. It's not like back in the days in the '90s and I mean, them playoffs was like epic. You know what I'm saying? It's like guys was ready to play from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Once the ball go up, these guys look like they just coming in and they just going through the motions, man. They just like But they got to get on their P's and Q's, man. Got to make some shots, man. Got to make these shots, man. Like I said, what's up, D? Like I said, all it is making shots. These guys are not making shots, man. That's the name of the game. It ain't nothing special that the Pistons are doing. These guys are just missing too many shots. They're getting a lot of good looks, not making the shots, man. They got to get more aggressive. They got to pick up the pace. They got to do something. But like I said, even guys off the bench ain't doing a damn thing off the bench. This is what the playoff is about. It's about scoring and shooting the ball and making some points. It's like we're outscored. We only got 2 points off the bench. They got like what? Let me see, 15 or 16 points off the bench. That's not going to cut it. You're not going to beat nobody with 2 points off the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys got to score. Even the starters. Like we got some starters. Like I said, Hart. That was his first basket with 3 points. OG Anunoby with only 4 points.
He was fouled on that shot, though.
Yeah, he was. But it's like I said, these guys got to make some baskets, make some shots. And, yeah, some of these fouls that they call them, I don't even see how the Pistons go to the free throw line 10 times. The Knicks have not been to the free throw line at all. That, to me, is a travesty. That's a travesty. It's like it's kind of crazy, man.
No, you see how they're trying to push the pendulum on this, though, because there's no way that the Knicks haven't been on the line yet. At all.
Yeah. Nick should have been on the line. I know, like I said, with Towns been getting fouled all up and down by Tobias Harris. Every time he touches the ball, it's just like it's just kind of crazy. It's just like the dude he can't guard him, and you're just making him a player out there guarding him because you're not calling the fouls and whistling the fouls. That dude is not playing no good defense. He's fouling. He's not playing any defense. And just like you're allowing these weak defenders to stay in games and stuff like that, and they're not really, like I said, not really playing good at all on the
Way
defensive
too
end.
long. They let them stay in their game way too long with that nonsense.
But like I said, on the Knicks end, like I said, the Knicks got to move the ball. They got to, like I said, it just turned into like an ISO ball, and that's all it is. And it's just like, bro, we got to call plays. We got to do something, man. You're getting too stagnant. It's like in the playoffs. It's like, this is the Pistons. No wonder you can't do this against the Celtics and these other teams. They run you out the gym. You got to come down and make plays. You got to call plays. You got to call something, man. You can't just keep coming down, giving Brunson the ball and, wasting 15 seconds when we're dribbling the ball or looking for Towns, and then nobody is moving at all. The guys got to move, man. You got to move, man.
Again, like I told you, I don't like the fact that they still have Brunson pounding the ball. Give the ball up and cut away from the ball. Let the ball come back to you off a backdoor cut or something.
And Duren made both free throws. I'm surprised Duren is not really a good free throw shooter, but I guess, like I said, every time everybody play the Knicks, everybody make their shots, right? But when you see them,
why did Mitchell even foul him way up there, though?
Yeah, I know.
Like
the Pistons are 12 of 12 from the free throw line. The Knicks have yet to go to the free throw line. This is crazy. Bridges with the ball. Bridges over to Hart. Hart over to Brunson, who's getting manhandled by Schroeder. No call. Brunson in the lane. Shot is up and good. Got knocked down by Duren. No call. And the referee, what do you always say? He moves his hands out. Keep playing on, which is BS. That's how the Knicks should be. There's no way the Pistons have 12 free throws. The Knicks have 0 free throws in this first half.
There's no way. Exactly.
Pistons with the ball. Schroeder with the ball over to Duren. Duren with the ball, guarded by Mitchell Robinson. Over to Cade Cunningham. Over to to Tobias in the corner for a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks, down 8. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges guarded by Hardaway. Back over to Hart. Back to Bridges. Guarded by Hardaway. Duren ain't guarding nobody. That's a defensive 3 seconds. Mikal with his fall-away shot is up and good. Him and his fall-away shot, bro. I don't know what it is with this dude. That's why he don't go to the free throw line often. 50 to 44. Pistons with the ball. Schroeder. With Brunson on him. Schroeder. Over to Duren. Duren. Over to Schroeder. Schroeder. Wide open jump shot is up and good. 52-44. Knicks quickly inbounds to Brunson. Brunson. 124 left to go in the half. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Schroeder. Brunson. Fouled by Schroeder. No call. Unbelievable. Brunson shot is no good. Rebounded by Duren. And that's a BS call. Tobias with the ball. Over to Duren. Duren to Cade Cunningham. His 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. OG with the ball over to Brunson. I'm surprised the Knicks are even been down by this much. They have not gone to the free throw line. Mikal Bridges' first 3-point shot made is like, he got to make more of them shots. It's like, you're getting them looks, bro. You got to make the shots. And don't stop doing the dancing thing and all that stuff. You got to make shots, bro. These shots are easy shots. These are easy shots that you're getting. You're not even working for your shots. Cunningham, guarded by Hart in the corner. Throws it, and Tobias Harris catches it. I don't even know how he get it. I thought OG was going to get that. Over to and foul, and Cade Cunningham is fouled. They look for call for everything for him in this game, right? Like I said, some of it is like, yo, referees got money on games and stuff like that. It's like, yo, what Tyrone said, this looks like the refs got the briefcase. Yeah, it's just like, yo, they don't want to make no call. How Brunson don't get a foul on Schroeder on that play is just mind-boggling to me. I don't know how that's not a call.
Listen, that envelope is going to be fat at the end of that scores table when he walk off the floor.
Cunningham with 17 first-half points and 7 rebounds. His first free throw is no good. And like I said, the Pistons, like I said, they better be happy. They got 14 free throws, and they only up 7 or 6 points. And Knicks haven't even shot 1 free throw yet, and the Knicks are still right there. Cunningham's second free throw is up, and it's good. But like I said, that's the thing with a veteran coach, with Tom Thibodeau. He should have been get a damn technical foul. You got to get in these refs. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't like this guy as a coach, man. All right, Knicks inbounds. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Schroeder. Duren again ain't guarding nobody. He's just in the paint. Brunson guarded by Schroeder. Schroeder, who's not even known for Schroeder was never been known for a defensive player. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be laughing when it be like this. Referees make guys be defended. It's not they make them referee. They just don't call it. They playing piss poor defense, man. It's just like I said. It's just piss poor defense. It's like all the weak defenders. Is like all of a sudden now they can play defense. These guys can't play defense, bro. You know that. Brunson on the free throw line for the first time with 17 seconds. The Knicks finally going to the free throw line. Brunson's first free throw is good. 53-48. This is unbelievable. These guys got 14 or 16 free throws to the Knicks too. That's crazy. And Brunson's second free throw is good. 53-49, 17 seconds left to go. But like I said, this is the Knicks. This is what the Knicks do. They just put themselves in holes like to come back and also they got to make shots. They got to pick up the pace. They got to pick up their play. You can't pick and choose when you want to pick up your play. And this has been a problem with these guys all season long. You know what I'm saying? It's like they doing the same. They playing still regular season Knicks. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham guarded by OG, guarded by Brunson. Cunningham in the lane. Shot is up. Fall away shot is up and good. 55-49. Knicks inbounds. Hart inbounds to Mikal Bridges. And shot is off. And that is it. At the half, Pistons with a 6-point lead. 55-49. We'll be back with the halftime stats after a word from the Man Cave Podcast.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the parade.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
All right, we are back at halftime. Once again, Pistons lead 55-49 over the Knicks at halftime from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, in Game 2 of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. Game 2, Knicks won the first one, 123-112. All right, halftime stats for the Detroit Pistons. Tobias Harris with 9 points in the game and 4 rebounds. Asor Thompson with 4 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. has not scored in the game. Jalen Duren has 8 points and 6 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, the high man in the game, with 20 points for the Pistons, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds. Off the bench, Dennis Schroeder with 9 points and Malik Beasley with 5 points off the bench. Overall shooting for the Pistons, 19 of 38 for 50%. 3-point shooting, they are 4 of 12 for 33%. Free throw shooting is where they've been. They got the lead. 13 of 14 from the free throw line for 93%. 21 rebounds, 4 assists, and 9 turnovers in the game. For the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges with 13 points, 2 rebounds. OG Anunoby with a quiet first half with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Got to pick it up in the second half. Karl Anthony Towns with 10 points and 2 rebounds. Jalen Brunson with the high man for the Knicks with 17 points, 4 assists. Josh Hart with 3 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds in the first half. And like I said, for the Knicks bench scoring, which was very rare, with Deuce McBride with only 2 points off the bench. But Mitchell Robinson has 6 rebounds off the bench and 1 assist in the game. 4 of those rebounds, offensive rebounds. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 21 of 44 for 48%. 3-point shooting. Knicks are 5 of 16 for 31%. And like I said, Knicks only went to the free throw line 2 times in that game, 2 for 2 for 100%. Knicks out rebounded by Pistons. Knicks were only 18 rebounds, 11 assists, and 10 turnovers in the game. So once
Crazy.
again,
That's what's
Pistons up
killing them right there.
55-49.
That's what's killing them. 10 turnovers. And the fact that some of these guys is not getting open jump shots, again, like I always state to you, if they put Towns in the post, it's going to force Detroit to double him. Without a doubt, he cannot be guarded by Tobias Harris. That is a no-no. I mean, we could get this dude out of the game. If he's Tobias Harris hasn't really been effective this game like that, but the fact is, we could get this dude straight out the game right off the bat because he cannot guard Towns whatsoever. And some of these guys might be freed up for a lot more open 3-point shots because they have to double him. There's no way. Or we would get a lot more illegal defenses. One or the other. This offense where you're picking rolling with Towns. Towns goes to the corner of the 3-point. Come on. It's wasting away what we can utilize and abuse against Detroit. It's a shame that this coach is letting this happen throughout this series or throughout this game right now. So wait, Tom got to get his head out of the toilet. He really do, right? Because come on, dude, you're an old school coach. Let's pound the ball till we can't pound it no more. Like, forget about it already. This is like a waste of. You got Brunson out there. They're paying because they can play straight up man-on-man defense. That's what you're forcing them to do. Dudes can't get off a decent shot. If you see, what decent shot has Deuce got off?
1 or 2, but I mean he's 1 for 4. But like I said, it ain't so much the defense. I don't see these guys get a lot of good shots in the first half. They ain't making shots. At the end of the day, the guys got to score. This is what the playoffs is about. You got to score the ball. There ain't nobody. Every other team plays in this league. People are scoring the ball. It's just they got to score the ball, bro. And sometimes, we say like, the bench guys, what I'm saying, they need more minutes and all that stuff. At the end of the day, they got to produce while they're out there. Right. Cameron Payne out there getting 3 fouls. I mean, he produced the last game, but he's getting 3 fouls. He got no points. You got to score the ball. I mean, Landry Shamet, I don't even know what he was in the game for because he really didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? These are shooters out there. Like I said, he didn't get a shot off. And Cameron Payne didn't get a shot off. Neither one shot the ball. Only Deuce 1 for 4. So, like I said, these guys gotta become more aggressive and look for their shots and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's kind of hard because, like I said, again, the Knicks don't run an offense. So it's almost
correct.
Like if they started, but it's the coach's fault. And this is what I keep saying. This is why in the playoff he gets stagnant because he doesn't call plays. And his ball is ISO ball, and that's a thing in the playoffs where teams are like, this is like, oh, we already know what these guys going to run. They ain't going to do nothing. Like, you're not making these guys work in the playoffs. These guys are not wasting energy. They're not wasting energy on defense because you're not moving the ball. You get the ball. Brunson brings the ball up, and he dribbles to one side and pound it for like 16 seconds, or he gives it to Towns because that's all the Knicks run. That's what I'm saying. Me as a GM and an owner, I was like, yo, what the hell is this guy running? I mean, even though we're getting a record, but at the end of the day, that's because in the regular season, it's a one game. You just playing one team. You play a game here, you play another game here. In the playoffs, is different. That's why teams they game plan for you, and they don't have to make adjustments because you're not making adjustments as a coach. You're keeping with the same tactic, the same offensive whatever you do on offense is the same old thing. Look at that. I'm looking at it. Look at some of the highlights. McBride gets the ball, give it to Towns. Nobody else is moving. Everybody's standing by the 3-point line. That's what I'm saying. These guys are getting rest. The defense is getting rest. Nobody is moving. That's not an offense, bro. I mean, you got to make the other team work on defense. That's why the Pistons are not really, like I said, they're not tired.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like dumb.
But listen, but they don't have to work on defense at all. You're not making them work. Yeah. You're not doing anything that's making them work.
To the free throw line entire first half. You tell me how that makes sense. Dewani, it's the same thing, bro. We've been saying that there's no way the Pistons got 16 free throws. 14 free throws. Knicks only got 2. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone, it was on one play. Hoji was being held on defense. I know. That's what I'm saying, man. He need to get in the post and bully ball these dudes, man. Hey, man,
For sure,
I get
man.
in
Yeah,
there, man.
exactly.
He said, Cat got to get in there and bully these guys. But Cat get in there, he bullied them too. It's like, yo, they don't even call fouls for him. It's like, yo, he's getting bullied. He's bullying Tobias Harris all up and down. It's like, yo, he's fouling from the 3-point line all the way down into the post. There's no foul. You know what I'm saying? Brunson getting fouled by a shooter. And all these guys that's on Detroit are not known as defensive players. That's why I be laughing when they be like the Pistons they're not a physical team. The referees are making them defensive players because they're not calling the fouls. They're not
Mm-hmm.
defensive players, bro. But at the same thing is the reason why they can do that is because the Knicks, like I said, they play in the Pistons' hand because the Knicks don't call an offense. If you like I said, if this was Greg Popovich's team from like about 10, 15 years ago with Duncan Robinson, those guys, all three of those guys could be out, and they backup would beat the Pistons right now because they have an offense, they have a system, they run a play. So it doesn't matter who gets the ball. You don't know who's getting the ball because everybody's constantly moving. Everybody's a threat out there. You know what I'm saying? When
Mm-hmm.
you come backdoor, you're doing all type of things. You're a threat. When you just playing this iso ball, and now everybody talk about how Randall didn't do nothing to play. Randall didn't do nothing in the playoffs because he played into Tom Thibodeau's hand. His iso ball. Everybody know iso ball does not work in a playoff. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're playing against a team, a good team. A good team is like they'll use that to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? The Pistons, they're a young and inexperienced team, so you might get away with it here, but you're not beating the top teams with an iso ball and the tough stuff like that because at the end of the day, they're going to run you out the gym, and the Knicks play at the slowest pace. They don't even pick up the pace. So they playing into the Pistons' hand. This game right now, the Pistons could cruise in this game because the Knicks are not going to pick up the pace. You see what I'm saying? The Pistons notice is like they don't care. Now, this is the Pistons is playing OKC. They'll get run out the gym right now. They'll get run out by
Oh
like
yeah, they
30,
be
40
done.
points
Yeah.
because these guys are running. They're moving. They got a lot of guys with energy. I watched the game. I mean, they beat Memphis by 50, but they got a lot of guys with high motor and energy. And that's what I keep saying with the Knicks. The Knicks have the total opposite. They got a lot of low motor guys. You got in the offseason, you got to start looking for guys with high motor that can keep moving. And like I said, got to get rid of the coach because I don't like the coach because he doesn't run an offense. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he runs. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not going to keep happening. After a while, he's already hit his ceiling as a coach. I don't know what the front office is waiting for. The dude don't hit a ceiling as a coach. This is as far as
That's
he get. He
it.
always gets in the
Right.
second round, and that's about it because his offense is predictable. It's always predictable. This is what has been his problem over the years, even in Detroit. I mean, even in Chicago, he had a talented player, an MVP player, and Derrick Rose. You know, Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, Taj Gibson, those guys, and all stuff. But even when they was a great defensive team, but it was hard for them to score the ball. They wasn't blowing you out big time on their offense. It was their defense that was wearing you down into low scoring games because all his teams play at a slower pace. I mean, even though Rose was a fast player, so Rose, he ran it. You know what I'm saying? He picked up the pace. You know what I'm saying? But you look at Tom Thibodeau, always is like a slow tempo game, and when you play slow tempo in the NBA in the playoffs, it's like, yo, that's just playing into the other team's hands, especially a young team that's scrappy and get out and run. Yeah, you playing right into their hands. You know what I'm saying? But in the second half of this, they got to make adjustments. Guys got to score the ball. Guys have got to put the ball in the basket. OG and Anobi, you got Cade Cunningham on you. You should be taking that dude to school all day long. Mikal Bridges, you got Tim Hardaway Jr. You should be taking him to school. Hardaway Jr. is not a defensive player, but like I said, with Mikal Bridges, he all his shots is fall away jump shots. He doesn't take it all the way to the basket. He comes halfway and then he stops and then he just falls away. You're not going to get to the free throw line with a fall away jump shot all the time. Like I said, from 2-3 years ago, we was more of a deep attacking team that we was a physical team that teams didn't want to play. We had Randall, RJ Barrett, and some of these other guys who can defend and who could post people up and take them in the post and keep driving the ball on these guys and, you know what I'm saying, and make them make the defense collapse. We don't have that no more. We don't have a guys that really can post up like that. You know what I'm saying? OG, he posts up from here time of
Yeah,
day,
we
but
do. We have Towns. We just don't
no,
post
I
them
know.
up.
I'm talking about Towns. Yeah, you just don't really post them up.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, we go from a physical team to like a finesse team now. You know what I'm saying? Finesse. You
Finesse.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
RC, what's good, bro? Shout out. Yeah, I see you. And yo,
Finesse.
congrats on your Timberwolves the other night, man. You know what I'm saying? Blew the Lakers out in LA, man. So hey, we'll see game 2. I think it's tomorrow night and stuff like that.
Yeah, to keep
You
it
know, that should
going.
be a good game. And the game after this one, look at Russell Westbrook. He said that jacket is up there, huh? He's like, that jacket's up there. It's like the next game tonight after this one will be the Nuggets and the Clippers from the Pepsi Arena in Denver. Nuggets won the first game in overtime, 112 to 110. That game was a close game and stuff like that. But looking at the other games from yesterday, man, I can't even believe Memphis got blown out by 50 points. There is no way that you come in a playoff and don't play. This is what I'm talking about, and that's what I was saying earlier. The type of basketball guys play nowadays, they talk all this mess about they're competitive. They're not really competitive when it comes to the playoffs. These guys are not even ready for the playoffs. They treat the playoffs like it's a regular season game. Back in the day in the 90s, it was a brawl. Them playoffs games was great. All them games was competitive. You know what I'm saying? Them guys came to play. Them guys was there. You know what I'm saying? They got up for these games and stuff like that. These guys, I don't even see it in them. These guys are still in regular season form right now. They still going through the motion, all that type of stuff, man. These guys, like I said, these guys are soft. They are a lot of soft guys. Like, I think just today's mentality, these guys are soft. Yeah, they're making a whole bunch of money. They're making a lot more money than them other guys, but they are soft. The league, like I said, basketball is soft. Football is soft because this was an NFL. They don't even let you play that type of defense anymore. So everything is soft. They make the game soft. It's almost like, I ain't even want to say it's like, hey, it's like a wussification of what's going on in society. They just making everything just soft. Everything is just soft.
Mm-hmm.
You see guys are just like going through the motions. They're not really giving it all. And I think I was talking to my bar when he said RC's gonna have to knock 22 threes again versus LA though. Yeah. But I was talking to my bar. I was like, yo, these guys, like I said, man, hey, you see how they walk in the games, they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these guys are friends and all stuff. Back in the day, guys really wasn't friends until season's over or something like that. Because during the season, they ain't friends. And during the game, they ain't friends. They want to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knock everybody out. Guys came off the bench. Guys was ready to play. Guys was ready for war. You know what I'm saying? When the Knicks was playing back in the 90s, them guys coming off the bench was ready for war. You saw the Knicks wore them black sneakers, right? They had all the guys wore black sneakers. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. We dogs. We're going to be out here tonight. You know what I'm saying? They put on a defensive, like I said, defense, all defenses is hustle, determination, and effort. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. There ain't nothing too much about it. You ain't have to have no skill to do that. It's just what you're willing to do, what effort you're willing to give. And looking at this stuff, man, guys ain't giving 100%. They giving like about 50% or whatever, man. They're going to pick and choose when they want to play their game and all that type of stuff. It's like, yo, that's sad, bro. It's sad. These are the type of games when you're a kid, you grow up, you know what I'm saying? Like you dream about in your backyard, you want to play in the playoffs. Then you get in the playoffs and you don't even want to play nothing. You don't want to do nothing. You got to check these guys. And like I said, and I take it from the coach. The coach he's not even ripping to these guys when they come to the bench or the sidelines to make them to get up. You know what I'm saying? He just can like let them come and just sit down and just talk and everybody's all hunky dory.
Nah, he just making stupid faces at them. Faces don't tell the discipline that needs to be instilled so they could change that behavior. He's got to change the bad behavior. He's got to instill better team effort, better movement, better something. Listen, dude, it's not gonna be fulfilling for us after, even if we make it through this round. It's we can't play the same way through the whole playoffs.
Third quarter action now. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham with the ball over to Duran. Duran at the top of the key over to Tobias Harris to a wide open Tim Hardaway Jr. who misses, rebounded by Towns. It's like these guys are coming off of these screens. I don't know how they're wide open, but guys got to fight over the screens. They got to fight over the screens. They're not really fighting over the screens, and they just once the screen is up, they just stop. They just stop playing. All right, Knicks with the ball now. OG over to Brunson. See, same thing. It's foul by Duran, no call. He gets knocked down, no call. How is that not a foul? Duran with the ball. Cunningham with the ball over to to Tim Hardaway. And Tim Hardaway missed 2 wide open threes because he could have had them stuff. But like I said, next with the ball, Bridges guarded by Harris. Yeah, he just passed the ball because he wants no parts of Harris. You're scared, bro. Harris is not a what you call it. That's what I'm saying. He's not a good defender. It's like, you need some dogs on this team. You got no dogs. And then Towns, what are you passing the ball? The ball is deflected. Nobody's cutting. That dude wasn't even open right there. You got to see the man, and it's like you making these tough passes. Y'all forcing something that's not even there. And then look at that. Even when Towns passing the ball, there's nobody running at the top to be wide open. Everybody just standing. You just standing. That's the part of the problem. That's part of the reasons why the offense is just standing. Brunson with a 3-point shot, no good. That's it. Nobody is just standing around.
No
They're not
rebound,
moving to the
bro.
basket. No rebounding because you're not cutting to the basket. You're not doing nothing because it's ISO ball. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham, fall away jump shot. He got it. They're making their shots. 57-49. Knicks with the ball. Bridges. Look at Bridges. Inbounds to Hart. Same old thing. It's just a walk it up. That's all it is with these guys. Like I said, man, all right. Bridges with the ball over to Towns. Towns, wide open 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball. With some energy coming down the court. With Bridges. What did he jumped up for to do what? Over to Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. Cunningham down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Bridges. Oh, my God. He got a rebound. Bridges with the ball. Pull up 3-point shot is up and is good. 57-52. That wasn't even really a good shot either, but he made the shot. It's just like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. They just don't have no rhythm to their offense.
It's nothing to be excited about. It's just like, yo, we make the shot.
Cunningham
okay.
with the ball. And, man, good thing OG kid, because Cunningham would have put that ball right up. He had put Bridges all the way underneath the basket. He was going to get a nice, easy layup. Bridges is too small for that guy. He got to put OG back on that guy. I don't even know why OG is not on him. He just pushed him all the way out the way. The ball, and it is stolen by Bridges. And they call no foul. They call a foul? Or they didn't even call a foul. They just said the ball's out.
Mm-hmm.
And see how Bridges ran like this. Why he don't run the whole game like this? That's my problem with him. He just picks and chooses when he wants to. It's like that's what I'm saying. I don't like that, man. It's like either you're gonna play or you're not gonna play. Because my thing, if I was a coach, I'm gonna bring you to the bench. I'm like, do you want to play today or you don't want to play? And then just sit the dude down because I'm looking for guys that want to play. You know what I'm saying? You got to start calling these guys out, man. It's like, yo, these coaches got to stop playing soft with these players. Bridges in the lane, back out to Josh Hart. He's never ready to shoot the ball.
Never.
His shot is blocked, but he's fouled. But he's never ready to shoot the ball. It's just like that's what I'm saying. All season, got to give me a shooting guard. Got to put this guy back on the bench. I need a starter out there that can shoot the ball.
Bro, that's what I feel about Hart. He's just wasting space out there. I mean, he gets rebounds, but dude, you get a hit that 10-foot jump shot. It's got to be like, yo, I want to take that shot and make it. Type attitude.
Yeah, and the thing about it, that's what I'm saying. I saw Hart's first free throw. Jeez, no good. Like I said, just so looking at OKC, Luke and Doris, that dude is hitting shots now. He was not shooting. He was not making shots. That's what I said. That dude worked on his shots. Same thing like these guys could do. A lot of these guys don't put the time and effort in there in the offseason. And I don't know how these teams just let these guys keep coming back. I was just like, yo, you didn't improve. You didn't improve. You didn't improve, bro. I'm going to sit your butt down. I'm going to put somebody else in there who worked. Hart second free throws up and is good. 57-53. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham. Like I said, the ball, like I said, the game is right here. The problem is the Knicks are not going to push the pace. They're not going to pick up the tempo. They're not going to pick up their play. Like I said, they're just not going to pick it up. In the lane, Hardaway, his shot is Hardaway's just been off. Pistons rebound the ball, and Towns fouls. What's the name? It's like Towns. I couldn't even grab the rebound. This is what happened. Is like you got to grab the rebound. He's like, you're giving these guys second chance opportunity. This is why you're not winning the game. Everybody goes off. It's like, nobody's in it. OG, where was you at? You should have been in there to rebound the ball. He's just out of the way. He's like, yo, what are this staff doing? What is this offense? What is this staff doing, this basketball staff? You're not teaching these guys to do anything. What are you just getting a paycheck out here? Is that all? It's like look at the staff on the team. It's like, yo, what are these guys teaching these guys? This is what the general manager has to look at. This is what the owner has to look at. I don't see what is the what you call it. I want the best of the best on my staff and all stuff. It's like you guys are just getting a paycheck. Thompson, his second free throw is up and is good. And it's a 5-point game. Knicks inbounds. Hart inbounds to Brunson. And I can't even say in this game like the bench because the bench really hasn't even come in to do anything. It's like you can't even rely on it. These guys only got 2 points in a whole damn game. 2 points off the bench. Brunson's shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hart. Back out to Brunson to OG Anunoby. No foul with no foul with K. Cunningham. His shot is up. No good. That's unbelievable. No freaking foul whatsoever. Cunningham pull up, walk into a 3-point shot, no good. Towns get the. These dudes' effort level is just so terrible. It's like they can't even go get a ball. They can't get a loose ball. They can't get anything. Brunson wide open. Shot no good. That's been the problem for the Knicks in this game. Can't make shots. Can't make wide open shots. Hardaway down to and Towns with a foul. That's another poor foul by Towns. You can say what you want to say, Towns. Those are poor fouls. That's just the effort level. All that is effort level. There's no effort. And like I said, as a coach, like I said, bro, he doesn't. Anybody want to debate me on this coach? Like I said, he's not going to the Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Fame coach. This dude, like I said, this is his last job. He gonna get fired by the Knicks. He's not getting another job anymore because these other GMs are not that stupid.
But as the point you're missing is, how did the guys become oblivious that guys was down? They were at the top of at the foul line and didn't realize there was somebody down low. Nobody's looking around.
The defensive awareness, like I said, Knicks on 53 points. Like I said, Knicks are having a problem scoring. They're having a problem scoring the ball because it's ISO ball. If you're running an offense, you don't have a problem scoring the ball because, like I said, you're in constant motion. You're moving backdoor. People get easy baskets. But when you come down and you don't run out, this is like, look at the shot clock. It's down to 16, pounding over to Hart. There's nothing really going on. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Down the lane, fall away jump shot. That's not a good shot. No good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here they come. Like I said, this is why. Like I said, and Towns had a steal. He couldn't even get the ball. He can't even get the ball. Harris with the ball. 7-point Pistons lead over to Thompson with Bridges. Shot is up. No good. And during fights, everybody gets the rebound.
Oh my God.
To Hardaway Jr. They out. And Thompson, no good, but put back in by Tobias. They out working the Knicks. That's all it is. They out working. They out working the Knicks on the thing. Like I said, nobody is getting rebounds. Tobias Harris has 13 points and 9 rebounds. 9 rebounds for Tobias Harris. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Is like Towns. Look with the Pistons. They got 4 guys all white jerseys, and look at the shot that Towns getting. And Josh Hart can't even get the ball. Alley-oop, shot is up, good, and a foul.
Now tell me that was a smart foul. No.
Hold on, it should be an and one because I know you got foul on the shot.
It is an and one, but what Thompson is trying to get him to do is look at it because it's intentional. You don't push a guy up in the air. It was a stupid foul by Brunson.
Some players don't know how to pivot away from three-point line when it's not falling. Coaches won't enforce it anymore either. Yeah.
That was a dumb foul by Brunson. Either you're going to cut the dude off or you're going to box him out. You're going to look to do something. They're taking bad shots. I don't like the shots they're taking. Brunson especially. Like, dude, you can't force shots. These dudes is like 6'6" and better that you playing against.
But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, and like I said, it goes back to, again, this is, like I said, what this is that you're seeing right now is everybody's 21 out there on the court, every man for themselves. That's what this offense is. It's a 21 offense. Everybody for themselves because they don't run nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be a flagrant foul type of thing because, like I said, it's stupid. It's a dumb foul. If you ain't gonna block the dude, let the dude score the ball and just and come on back. Now, like I said, you guys ain't scoring the ball.
He pushed him.
What I'm saying is now you're gonna give him. He gets the basket and he's gonna get 2 free throws and they're gonna get the ball back possibly. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a dumb. You're already having problems scoring, and then you helping the other team with stupid stuff. This is all it is. Like this, you wasn't gonna do anything with this shot. Why would you even do that?
He couldn't stop him. But
even if you can't stop him, just leave him. Don't do anything. You're not doing nothing anyway. The dude is already up in the air. He's already up in the air.
That's what I'm saying to you. Even he's looking to box him out in a manner where you don't get that type of. If they're going to give you a foul, they're going to give you a foul for like low bridging them.
This dude says a clear path foul. How is that a clear path foul when everybody's back, like the guys are back? Where are you coming up with a clear path foul? Yo, where you come up with a clear path foul? The players are back there already. are you, yo, are you kidding me? A clear path foul, bro. I think I don't seen it hurt at all, bro. Like I said, what is a clear path foul? I don't even know what is a clear path foul, man. And Thompson is at the free throw line. His first free throw is no good. And Thompson's second free throw is no good. But the Pistons with a 9-point lead and they get the ball back. He said, "I ain't never." Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. You know, Detroit showing, they show more energy, more hustle, and all that type of stuff, man. These guys ain't showing nothing. Knicks ain't showing nothing. This game is right here. This game is not even. This game is right here. Pistons with the ball. Cunningham with the ball. Splits down the lane. His floater is up and good. And the Pistons go up 11, 64-53. Knicks inbounds. OG inbounds to Bridges. Bridges over to Hart. Hart with the ball. Hart with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Looking. And Thompson fouls Brunson. So Knicks will look to inbound. Yeah, Tibbs always does the same thing, just stands there looking dumbfounded. Some has his making faces, doesn't get the job done. Someone has to tell him, yeah, man. All right, listen, you take the words out of my mouth. I said the same thing. All he does is just look on the sideline dumbfounded, just like, bro, you either going to do something as a coach, you're not going to do nothing as a coach. Because and look like we are at timeout. Wow, these refs are beyond. Yeah, they're blind, man. At the end of the day, man, these refs, like I said, how is that a clear path foul when we're talking about a shot at the free throw line? There's 4 players there at the free throw line. How is that a clear path foul? If anything, it could be a flagrant foul. Clear path is like nobody's behind. It's just the 2 players running towards the basket and nobody's there. I'll tell you, man, every time the Knicks play, it's like these referees, some of the calls that they make is like, you just got to shake your head and wonder, like, are these dudes on drugs or crack or whatever? It's just like, bro, what are you coming up with? You just coming up and making up stuff. You just pulling stuff out. You just making stuff up. That is not a clear path foul. There's just 4 players there by the basket.
Oh no, that's being way too nice. Hey, listen,
It is,
they're
man.
horrible.
Yeah,
They're being hard. They're
yeah.
horrible.
Like I said, bro. And like I said, what I say all season long, they've been playing like this all season long, bro. It don't matter how many days you get off and all that stuff. They just come out with low energy, and they just not. It's like it don't matter what player it is. I mean, Bridges, Ananobi, Brunson, Hart, all these dudes, like I said, they all just come out the same thing. Like I said, it's just like nothing is just happening. You're trailing and you still at a slow pace. How you think you're ever going to get back in the game if you just keep slow with a slow pace? I mean,
Yeah,
you're not breaking it.
but
You're
as
not breaking the. Hmm?
the only thing I could tell you in that is it doesn't start with OG. It doesn't start with Bridges. If your point guard is not, if the point guard is not initiating something for those dudes to get up or get up and down the floor, then they're not going to run up and down the floor. When Hart gets the rebound and he pushes it, you see the difference. When Brunson get the ball and he's walking it up,
Well,
you can't change your pace.
but that's what I'm saying. Then it's like, so you talking about unit team is only four, it's out of the 5 players, only 1 player it wants to speed up. The other 4 don't want to speed it up because
But
there's nothing.
how?
There's nothing. No. What
How?
I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is just like when you said when Hart has the ball, he speeds up, and nobody there'd be nobody with him sometimes when he's speeding the ball up.
Right.
But
Exactly.
that's what's
Because
it. But that tells you. But
nobody's
that's
knowing
but
what he's gonna do.
no.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is you saying that. But what I'm saying is if he see him running up, if I see my man run up, I'm running down there with him. It's like if these guys
You
ain't
would
running, then they
think.
just they. But that's what I'm saying. That tells you that's the players themselves too. Is the coach and the players. You don't want them. They don't want to run. That's what I'm saying. You see how they see how they move on the court. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You can tell how they move on the court. That's not going to cut it, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the day, you're gonna get the same results you keep getting. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it don't make no sense. He said, and there's not this too many teams that want to play 48 minutes straight anymore. Yeah, so many teams don't play. Yeah, like I said, man. I keep on making it like if D'Antoni and the Phoenix Suns was playing today in this thing, they'll be running some of these teams out the gym because, like I said, them guys is
For
running on
sure.
everything. Doesn't matter, and that's why they was winning a lot of games. They was running and getting easy baskets or getting fouls or whatever. And
Right.
I was saying stuff always look like his stuff is drawn on Fat Joe's beard, like it's drawn on or sprayed on.
Because it's so crispy.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I think with him is he didn't put the Beijing in there, right? He didn't put the Beijing.
Nah, he didn't get it all penciled in. No.
All right, 64-53. Like I said, the Knicks have not been scoring in this game, man. And a lot of it, like I said, Melo got that Wu-Tang Mets hat on. Bridges over to Towns to Hart with the ball over to Brunson. Same old thing. Brunson throw the ball to Towns and he can't even get the ball. Jesus Christ, man. Kay Cunningham and he dunks it 66-50. That's what I'm saying. These guys barely get off the ground. They're just lazy. A pass like that, you can't jump off the ground to get the pass. You're 7 foot. You got long arms. It's just like you could barely slip a quarter underneath your foot. Brunson, shot is up, no good. And Pistons get the rebound, up 13. And Josh Hart with the steal over to Brunson. And he comes in the lane. I don't know what he's doing in the lane. It's like, and the Pistons get the ball. Like I said, they hustling. Listen, this is all you need to see. Like I said, you can see the hustle and determination on one team and others. Like I said, and it has nothing to do with what you call it. Is these players just have it in them? These other guys don't have it in them like that. That's all it is. I can't say. Sometimes you can just look on a team. You can't be like, you can't tell me there's like, let's say 11 or 12 players on the team and they all have the same MO. They have the same what you call. I don't even see that because every team that I played on in basketball and stuff, everybody was different. The different energy level is like every player's is different. There's some guys are high and some guys are low, but it was never like the whole team is low. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, we go from a gritty, hardcore team to a soft team, bro. It's just like these other. It's like 3-4 years ago. I mean, we was one of the tough teams. It's like, yo, doing things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, moving, running up. You know what I'm saying? Doing things. And now it's like you just get all these soft players, man.
Well, I don't want to. Listen again. I don't know why he hasn't substituted. He hasn't substituted yet. He hasn't done anything. So he's got to do something, man.
Me personally, even substitute. I'll go past these other guys because they ain't doing nothing either. The bench ain't. You go to Kolick or somebody else. Go to somebody else.
But listen,
or DeLon Wright or whatever. No, what I'm saying is these guys have already played. They're not doing anything. You can't just be rewarding these guys off the bench if they're not doing anything. Go to somebody else.
They came in the first in the second quarter. Part of at the end of the first quarter, they didn't do anything. Because the Knicks was right going into a slump of where they was.
It's
so
not,
again,
but that's not the case. Is like, yo, even though you come in the game, you got to just because 3-4 different players coming, no 3 different players coming, you got to change the tempo of the game, bro. Like I said, you can't have 11, 12 players all the same type players with the same type energy level. That's what I'm saying. Some guys got to have the it factor. Some guys have to be in there and like that. But it's like it's just not there. I would bypass, like I said, Shaman ain't done nothing. McBride ain't do nothing. Go to Kolick. Put Pakham Dottie. I don't care. Put them guys in. Hell. What the hell? Or put DeLon Wright. Or put what's the other guy? PJ Tucker. Put somebody in, man, that's going to give you some life or something like that, man. It's like you can't. It's like you do the same thing. You're gonna put the same low energy guys in who coming in doing nothing. They acting like they can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to ask the team. Do y'all really want to play? Do y'all want to play? You don't want to play. You got to call these guys out, man. It's like I said, you're putting these kids gloves on with these guys, man. It's like it's just too many kids gloves on. It's like, yo, you got to call these guys out. You got to start, challenging these guys. You got to challenge them. He never challenges these guys, man. If you don't have a coach that don't challenge you, what is the point of being on the team? What is the point of, the guy coaching? Does he have the locker room? He don't have the locker room. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? You would think this is a rookie head coach. You would think this is a rookie coach right here coaching right now.
Well, my thing is with the timeout right now. What you think is he digging in that ass or
He ain't digging in nothing. He's just doing the same stupid stuff. Like I said, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Like I said, you don't see that. The only time he gets a little angry is when the referees or something like that. But as far as the players, how many times the players are missing defensive assignments? Like I keep telling you, how many these guys are missing so many defensive assignments. These guys are doing so many things. They're not doing so many things right, and he's not really ripping into none of the players. You see the effort level by Towns out there on defense. You're not going to rip into him.
I see the effort level on Brunson.
On Brunson too. But what I'm saying, it goes back to the same old thing. It goes back to the same thing as far as his star players. He gives them a lot of leeway. Like when Randall was here, he never really got on Randall. Randall made a lot of bad defensive assignments. He never got on him. All right, Pistons with the ball up 66-13. Beasley, shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns with the ball. Knicks have no field goal in the last 4:28. Yeah, they're not scoring the ball because it's the same thing as ISO ball. What it is, look, Towns, he don't even get that. Rebounded by Harris. Look, he got in there. Nobody else did anything because, like I said, it's ISO ball. That's all it is. There's no rhyme or rhythm to their offense. And this is what it is. If they're not making shots, it's like that's it. And Cunningham down low. And what's his name? Paul Reed. He's making shots. My God. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Look at it. Tibbs. Is he mad? It's a 15-point lead. It's a 15-point lead. Do you see him mad? Do you see him like calling timeout and ripping into his players? No, he's not ripping into his players.
It just came out of a timeout.
No. I'm just saying. Even before you go into timeout, you didn't see him ripping his players, bro. I would be ripping into my players, bro. It's like, yo, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's just like he just let these guys do whatever they want to do. And then, come to the bench and blah, 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 and all this type of stuff, man. This dude has hit his ceiling. He's maxed out as a coach to me. He's maxed out as a coach, man. I don't know what it is with Leon Rose. I know you brought him in and all this type of stuff, but, yo, this dude, he done got you as far as he can get you, man. He done got you as far as he can get. And the Pistons are challenging the play because Brunson like put his arms in his like because like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, Dewani. Tibbs is not a leader of men. He's not a leader of men, bro. I don't know why it's not hard. It's hard for Wichita to see it. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, they just happy they winning 50 games and they get into the playoffs. That's all they care about. It's like, but at the end of the day, you gotta look at yourself and like, bro, how far are we getting? If we only gonna get to the second round each year or first round or something like that, that's not a coach that I want. I want somebody who can get me further than that. You know what I'm saying? He has gone as far as he can because at the end of the day, like I said again, you got a predictable offense, which is very vanilla. You have a very vanilla offense that does nothing. And teams are not, like I said, you play against the teams that have energy, runs, or do some things, you're not winning these games. Like I said, they'll run you out the gym. And on top of that, you look at the bench. Bench only got 2 points off the bench. I mean, and then the starters are having a hard time scoring. The bench having a hard time scoring. Like I said,
but as you say that, who's off the bench that came off the bench now?
No, nobody has come off the bench now. Somebody in the first half when they was in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like they wasn't doing nothing. And then they're gonna come in. They're gonna come in the game.
How many minutes is in the game right now in the third quarter?
4:55 left to go in the third quarter. So they don't play. They don't play like about. They don't play like 7 minutes. They don't play like 7 minutes.
And nobody has got off the bench.
And guess what? And what you call it? And the Knicks got 53 points. Knicks only had 4 points in this quarter. Pistons have outscored Knicks 13-4. They only got 4 points. Yeah, they in a drought. They in a drought because of the same, just like what we talked about. And I knew this coming into the playoffs. And not even against the Pistons. I mean, just saying whatever. It's just like this. Their offense is not, everybody talking about their offense. They can score points. It's like, that's in the regular season. I don't care about the regular season. That doesn't matter. Because the playoff time comes is like when teams really condense and do some things.
Right. Narrow it down. Bickerstaff is a
What is it? What they call? Sword Thompson. But yeah, Bickerstaff, he was with the Cavs, the other years and stuff like that, and they ain't do nothing and stuff like that. Now they got rid of him, and they got Kenny Atkinson and stuff like that.
He's a leader of women. He should be coaching a great.
And then
He
you
should
look
be
at it, like I
coaching a
said,
WNBA team right
like I
now.
said, you look at it, it's like, yo, we got 53 points or whatever, and Pistons only got 68 points, and it's 4:55 left to go. Like I said, it's just we just can't score the ball, and we're not scoring the ball. That's all it is. It ain't nothing too much that the Pistons doing, like they blown us out or we don't have no shot.
They're not
They're
doing
not.
anything.
It's just like I said, the Knicks with the ball, OG with the ball, K coming in. It's like, OG, what do you see? He got the shot. Why you keep going away from the dude? Keep pushing the dude back like he does. Y'all just go into him, man. What? D-Dan, what's good, man? What's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. 68-55. Pistons with the ball. Beasley over to Duran. Duran back to Beasley. Beasley. Shot is up. No good. Good defense by. It should be Knicks ball. Good Mitchell Robinson, because if that was Towns, that's an open three. That's a wide open three because he's not getting out there.
He dropped back in the lane.
That's why I don't understand what coaching do y'all what film review y'all do, because if y'all have film reviews, guys should be getting embarrassed out there in them film reviews. All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball over to Robinson. Robinson to OG Anunoby. His 3-point. He passed the ball. Robinson and is knocked out.
Come on, man. They can't be this fucking. I'm sorry. They can't be this.
He said, DNS, y'all gonna need another miraculous fourth quarter. It looks like. Yeah, it looks like, because like I said, like I said, it don't even have to be that. All they gotta do is just score the ball. It's nothing that the Pistons are doing. That's the whole thing, bro. Like I said, the defense is not even really defense being played. That's what I said. Bridges, a 3-point shot from the elbow is good. Finally hits a shot, 68-58. But like I said, this is what the Knicks do. They just play from behind all the time. You can't keep trying to play from behind. It's like it's just too much to make the comeback. And it's not even necessary. Just make the damn shot. Harris with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson over to OG Anunoby. OG over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. All white jerseys back. Throws it over to Hart because nobody's moving. Bridges with another wide open shot. No good. Because nobody is moving. That
at all.
Got to move, man. Malik Beasley with a shot in there is good. 70-58. Man, like I said, Knicks with the ball. Brunson guarded by Beasley. His shot is up and good. Look like he got fouled. No call. They probably thought I couldn't even be like a media journalist, because I'll be asking all the hard questions in there. Because I'm not giving no candy questions and asking. I was like, why is your offense always predictable? Why your offense is ISO? Why you can't draw schemes? I'll be asking questions like that and putting spots like these guys are just candy, man. They just ask them candy questions.
No, you
just like get tired of that. I didn't care. I'll get fired, because like I said, I would just come out and just embarrass that dude. I'm like, you're not a good coach. You're very predictable, and you're not going. Listen, he's not. I mean, but I'm saying, you listen to Knicks fans. You listen to Knicks fans, and they think this dude is like the second coming of Jesus. Like I was like, this dude is not going to be no Hall of Fame coach. He's not going into the Hall of Fame. And if anybody want to bet me, I could bet you $1,000, $2,000. He's not going into the Hall of Fame. He's not a good coach.
Yo, son, you can't let your emotions take you away.
But they act like this guy. They act like this guy is going into the Hall of Fame, or he's a championship coach. They'd be like, "Oh, the Tibbs type of players," and also, what is a Tibbs type of player, bro? This dude hasn't won no championships. What are you talking about? This dude's never won. This dude has never won nothing. It's like they act like this dude's like he need his players to win a chance. Like, need his players for what?
Well, listen, if he was that good of a coach, we would have some defensive plan better than
Cade Cunningham with 28 points a game. OG, another wide open shot, and they call a foul. Now you call a foul now when he makes it. How you call a foul?
Listen, I'd rather they start giving us something. Listen, we're definitely going to need a miraculous run again, but we'll see how it works out. So far, man, we're not out of it. We're not out of it. So
no, it's not that you're out of it. The problem is like, even though it's a 10, 12 point lead, it feels like it's a 20-some point lead because you're not pressing the issue. You're not pushing it. That's what the problem is. And at this pace, you keep playing like this. All Detroit needs to go is going a 6-0 run, and the game is blown wide open, because guess what? Yeah. You're not, and that's all it is. This game is right here for the Pistons. It's just like I said, if the Pistons if we just stay at this pace right now, the Pistons are going to win the game, because guess what? The Knicks are not pushing the issue and not doing anything to And the Knicks, like I said, they are slow tempo team, and also this is why it's hard for them to really come back sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just up to the Pistons. They just got to make some shots, and they've been making shots and stuff like that. Brunson's free throws are good, and it's a 10-point game. 146 left to go in the third quarter. Pistons will inbound. Yo, in a game like this, no Isaiah Stewart in this game at all. This is what I'm talking about with these guys. It's like, I don't know, man. Like I say, I'll get ready for the play. They always talk about, oh, I want to play in the Garden and all this stuff. I can't wait for a game in the Garden. Also, you playing in the Garden and stuff like this is the type of effort you put in. And shooter in the lane, 74-62. Knicks inbounds. I know Carmelo Anthony just sit on that sideline, just looking at just like, yo, these guys is like, yo, these guys they don't have that it like that, bro. Brunson guarded by Cade Cunningham now over to Robinson. Robinson over to Bridges. Move. Somebody go out. It's like, yo, it's just like they just don't get into the places where you can find an open man to Deuce McBride with a lucky shot that goes in a 3-point shot, 74-67. But because, like I said, you see how it's hard for man. Even when Bridges is driving to the baseline, he has nobody to throw to because they're not making themselves available. They're just standing and they're hiding. They're hiding. It's like you can't hide out there in the court. You got to make yourself available. Cunningham's 3-point shot is an air ball. And the Knicks ball. Cunningham saying he got fouled. Oh, he said it was tipped? All right, Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball. But look at this. Brunson played this whole third quarter. Knicks are down. So what? He's not really coming out the game, right? Because the Knicks are down. See, that's what I'm saying.
They're going to have to pull him. They're going to have to pull him,
Brunson, fall away shot is up and good. 74-67. 7-point Pistons lead. But like I said, OG's been out there the whole quarter. Bridges been out there the whole quarter. Brunson, you see these guys are like, they kind of gas, and there's only two in there, like Deuce and Mitchell Robinson. And Deuce got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like, yo, you just came in the game. You got loads of energy. You got loads of energy. That's what I'm saying. You should be on like, you got to be the guy in there now, man. It's like, yo, they gonna need you to make the shots and all that shit.
Yeah, but when he's not running the point or pushing the ball, he should be that spark plug. Let him get the ball, push the ball, so it takes the ball out of Brunson's hand. But he's not pushing.
Yeah, but like I said, even on that play, see on that play, Thibodeau should have challenged that play. That was off of Cunningham. I don't even know why you talking about that. Wasn't off of kicking the ball. That wasn't Anunoby. That would have been another turn. Dude, as a coach, man, it's just like I don't even know what he just sit up there and look at. Dude, challenge the play. Stop waiting for the fourth quarter, man. I just hate this dude when he does that stupid stuff, man. You're trying to get possessions. Every possession counts in a game. A close game like this is like, yo, you got to challenge the play. You can't wait for the fourth. And what is the assistant coach sitting on the sideline for? They're not going to look at the play and tell them to challenge it. It's like you got a bunch of yes men sitting next to you or something. All right, Pistons with the ball. Cunningham. And a foul is on Anunoby, and Cunningham will go to the free throw line. And this is what they do. They're helping them put them on the free throw line with calls like this. Or then, like I said, oh, man, go sit. I don't even want to see this dude's face. That's the only time you get mad. You get mad at the referees. You're not getting mad at your team the way they've been playing. That's what I'm saying, man. This dude is butt. All right. Cade on the free throw line. 2.6 seconds left to go in the quarter. Cade's first free throw is good. 75-67. 8-point Pistons lead. This is like the same lead they had going into the fourth quarter. First game, they had an 8-point lead. So it's like the third quarter has been a Knicks Achilles. It's like, yo, you got to come to play in the third quarter, bro. Basically, you got to come to play in every quarter.
I would think.
And that's what I'm saying. They pick and choose. They pick and choose what quarter they want to play. That's not a team. That's what I'm saying. But that's, like I said, that's the coach allowing them to do that type of stuff. If you see guys are half-assing out there, they're not really getting an effort, call a timeout, yank them out the game, put somebody else in the game. I don't care if you bench them for the whole quarter or not. You got to start doing something. And shot is up, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Pistons up 75-67 going into the fourth quarter. And like I said, for most of the Knicks starters, these guys have been in the game for all of the third quarter. Bridges, Anunoby, and Brunson been in the game the whole third quarter.
He's got to come up with some strategy, something better than what he's doing. Well, at least Towns had a long rest, so sure he should be fresh coming back though.
What is that going to say on the defensive end?
I don't know. You got to tell me what his hustle look like
You got
be
to
on
get
that
some
end.
rebounds and stuff like that. You got to get off the ground, bro. I don't like I said. Robinson pops off the ground. These other guys, they just barely get off the ground and get rebounds. Like that's why you don't get. It's like a team that you playing against a team that's live that has live legs on the, you got to get off the ground because they're gonna get them rebounds. Jalen Durant is gonna get them rebounds because he's getting off the ground. He's not just barely getting off the ground to get rebounds. He's jumping off the ground and he's getting rebounds and he's getting them second chance opportunities. And just like I said, with Towns and no Precious Achua in the first two games. You didn't see Precious Achua.
Nothing. Yeah, listen.
It's
He,
only
he need.
it's only four people off the bench, which like I said is a 9-man rotation, but probably really is like an 8-man rotation, depending on if you can bring some guys back in. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Well,
like the disguise.
again, he could do without Hart in the game right now because if Hart is not productively doing anything, listen, he could bring in somebody for Hart. I don't know why he's not making substitutions right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now you need points. You haven't put up points. I mean, come on. This is the lowest scoring quarter of them all. It's horrible that you're watching a game. He's even closer to the game and see what's going on. Like, why not switch something up? Why exactly? Why not bring in PJ Tucker? I mean Tucker and see what did it do for you?
That's because the dude don't never have no element of surprise. He's just the same. You already know what you're gonna get with him. So that's what I'm saying. It's just no adjustments. It's just the same. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't make adjustment. He don't flip things and just like, hey, let me see what this will do. You know what I'm saying? He don't do that. So it is what it is. And let's say even the Knicks come back to win this game or something like that, they still gonna be in trouble. Like I said, you're going to Detroit. You can't
Hell
keep playing at this
yeah.
level. You can't play at this level. And this is where he keeps this is like, bro, you had a whole week off. You know what I'm saying? A whole week off to rest your bones, to do what you get some treatment, do some other things. And it's like you guys come back out like, yo, like y'all just play like y'all just came off of a 6-game road trip.
Crazy. No adjustments, no nothing. It's got to be better, man. He's got to think bigger picture.
All right, so it's an 8-point Pistons lead going into the fourth quarter. That's another thing. Like I said, I don't even like even the TNT and all these commentators. Like I said, they just like I said, Knicks have 3 in the second turnovers. Like I said, they just ask them these little soft questions. What you gotta do, and all of a sudden, hey, you gonna get that? And it's like,
Yo,
I should just be
S
like,
on the
I should just be like, your offense is vanilla. Are you gonna come up with something, man? I don't care. That dude's like, yo, you just got to call these dudes out, man. It's like, yo, it's like,
no,
just be real, man. Just keep it a buck. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
yeah, you be bucked out of there.
Yeah, they gonna ban. James Dolan, he like banning people and all that stuff because, like he said, he's a
I'm
punk. That's what he
saying,
is.
dude, you'll be bucked
Knicks with the
out of there
ball.
quicker than
Brunson, you
you
see,
do.
look at Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Shot is up, no good, but he's fouled. But you see how long Brunson was dribbling the ball all by himself. Nobody else like, yo, what is that? What is that offense you call that? What offense is that you call that? And you see when the Bulls was playing back in the day, that triangle offense, you can have the ball 1 or 3 seconds. You had to keep passing the ball around. That's what you got to do. See, that's what you need. You got to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you have nothing, you're gonna have just one person dribbling the ball and then trying to do something and find something. And you're just gonna tire yourself out. You're tiring yourself out because you've been working hard. And you know they're going to send guys at you to wear you down and make you tired. It's like you find somebody else, but guys got to move. They got to make themselves available. Brunson misses his first free throw. They got to make themselves available. You standing by the 3-point line is not you making that pass much tougher because he got to throw across his body, and that's a long pass cross court. That's going to be picked off. You guys got to move. You got to put yourself in the line of a sight. You know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself in there. You got to keep moving because if you move, you might get an easy backdoor basket. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is.
You think that ankle is healed?
Brunson? I don't say not really. It's probably like 90-some% or something like that. But Brunson with 24 points. Knicks down 75-68. Pistons with the ball. Schroeder over to Tobias. Wide open shot. Knocked it down. 77-68. He didn't do too much. He got a wide open shot. He just took advantage of it right there. Not much energy wasting. Shoot the easy shot. Get the basket. Like I said, all it is getting the ball in the basket. The Knicks are the one that's under the pressure because they're not putting the ball in the basket. And this is the same thing again. Look at the same play again. It's just the same thing. Brunson with the ball. Everybody is 4 people. Everybody's standing out by the 3-point line. Nobody's making themselves available. Josh Hart misses wide open shot. That's all it is. Just missing shots. Shots are there. Got to be made. They're allowing you to shoot the ball. Pistons with the ball. Schroeder at the top of the key, guarded by Hart. Over to Tobias Harris, guarded by Brunson. Harris throws wide open Malik Beasley, and he misses. Unbelievable. See, nobody. Whose man is that? That's what I'm saying. Dudes are falling asleep. Dudes are falling asleep out there, bro.
Look at the matchup. First off, how do you have Brunson guarding Tobias Harris? Why is this going on? Why not? Why is he not guarding like Beasley or somebody? Because that means he has to run around those screens. So no, you don't want him doing that.
I'm just saying, like, nobody guarding Beasley. Why is he wide open? That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't even know who was guarding. Mitchell Robinson was guarding him. I don't know.
No, it was somebody. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying, every man is accounted for. You're not supposed to get beat from one side of the court to the other side of the court that badly. So my whole thing is, if the ball is on the other side of the court, where is the man on the opposite side? What is he doing? What are you watching?
They set a double screen, but I don't know who was supposed
even though you set a double screen, you still. That's what I'm saying. The Knicks are not making forth the effort to go around the screen, and they just stop once the screen is. They stop
because
that's the problem. That's part of the problem. They not tired from what? Deuce with a shot, 3-point shot, made it 77-71. But like I said, we just traded baskets for baskets. We're not making stops though. That's the problem. And Schroeder is just like how Schroeder is not getting offensive foul because he's impeding people's progress. He's walking into holding people and stuff like that. Schroeder. At the top of the key, over to Tobias Harris, guarded by Brunson.
Oh,
Josh Hart, where are you going? Schroeder wide open. Shot is up, and it goes in 80-71. Like I said, they just trading baskets for baskets, bro. Knicks with the ball. Brunson, guarded by Cunningham. Brunson around the screen, and is blocked by Duran. Out to OG Anunoby. Out to Deuce McBride, and he passes up the shot, and Brunson, and it's a jump ball. They knocking him around and stuff like that. They gonna be like,
yeah, but listen. Look at that play. No. For real. Look at that play. Towns did nothing to move out the way to make room to get the pass or nothing. He stood his ass like a cinder block in the middle of the play, just in the way. He honestly was in the way.
And Duran is jumping against Brunson. Wow, that's a mismatch. Because, like I said, Towns didn't move. And the ball is tipped. And Malik Beasley beats the Knicks back. And he misses, but he is fouled because he beats the Knicks back. This is what I'm saying. It just shows you. That play just showed you right there. Deuce McBride could have been back and beat Malik Beasley back. That's what I'm saying. The Knicks are what you call it? The Knicks are like I said, Beasley's putting on the afterburners, and McBride them is like I said, they steady jogging up the court. It's like you just came in this game. You should be the fastest person out there to get back on defense. Like I said, you can't make this thing up, man. You can't make it up, bro. You can watch it on the court. It's just playing right there on the court for you. You can see who's giving the effort and who's not giving forth the effort. There's no way Malik Beasley is faster than Deuce McBride. There's no way. So it just tells me that this dude is not giving forth the effort like that. Josh Hart played most of the third quarter. I could see that too. But McBride, when you have guards on the play, the guards are supposed to be the fastest players on the floor, not the big men, the guards. If you're beating the guards back, something is wrong. And Beasley makes both free throw and is a 11-point lead for the Pistons. Like I said, all the Pistons doing is just, if you just trading baskets with baskets, that's what the Pistons want. I mean, the clock is going to be on. You're not making any stops on the defensive end. Knicks with the ball. Brunson over to Towns, guarded by Harris. Towns with the ball. Look, everybody in the lane is like, man, it's like some defensive 3 seconds. I mean, something's got to be called.
I'm telling you, they got to.
And Anunoby's jump shot is good, 82-73. But like I said, it's just it's just like it said. It's just like nothing is being moved, and it's like the person who's dribbling the ball is harder for them because, like I said, there's no movement. So they just seen a bunch of white jerseys. Nobody's moving. What's saying? Schroeder with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Anunoby over to Jalen Brunson. 82-73. Brunson guarded by Beasley, and Paul Reed ain't guarding nobody. Brunson turnaround floater up and it's good. 82-75. Pistons inbounds. Reed inbounds to Cunningham. Brunson has 26 points on 9 of 22 shooting. Schroeder with the ball over to Cunningham. Cunningham to Paul Reed. Shot is up and good. My God. You get that Paul Reed get a shot. Knicks with the ball down 9. Look at the bench points. 27 bench points to 8. Brunson throws out to OG Anunoby. Wide open. Of course not. Misses the shot.
When you say
Rebounded by
wide
Hart.
open, he was rushed into that shot, but
he was wide open. That's the same shot. That's the same shot the Pistons are getting, and they making them shots. That's the same shot some dudes are getting. It's the same shot. It's the same shot they getting. And Josh Hart. They just beating the Knicks. They just out hustling the Knicks on everything. Deuce McBride gets the ball and bounce to Josh Hart, and he gets the ball and he can't even make this shot.
I don't know why he's in the game Cunningham. Though. Why is he in the game?
His shot is up, no good, and Cunningham would be at the free throw line. It's a 9-point game, but like I said, the Pistons, Pistons are taking advantage of what they can take advantage of, and the Knicks are allowing them because, like I said, the Knicks got guards in there. The guards are not doing nothing too much. They're not causing havoc. They're not doing anything for the Knicks because guess what? These guys are not even creating shots for other people. Cunningham's free throw is good. And Towns, I don't know what Towns is doing in this game today. He don't even have it. He don't even look like he's trying to play or score. I don't even know, man. It's like, yo, these are the games you're supposed to have your 30 and 15 rebound games and 34 and 36. Brunson, all these guys have big games now. You don't have no big games anymore. Now nobody want to have big games now. 86-75, 7:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cade Cunningham with 31 points and 10 boards, a double-double. Knicks inbounds to OG Anunoby, and the Knicks are walking the ball up.
Told you.
OG with the ball over to Towns. Towns guarded by Tobias Harris at the 3-point line. Towns down the lane out to Deuce McBride. Wide open shot. Yeah, no good. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Again, no second choice points on nothing.
Cade Cunningham down the lane. Shot is up. No good. But put back in by Paul Reed. He beat somebody else to get that offensive rebound.
Paul Reed from the Sixers? Oh, my God.
Yep. That's the dude from the Sixers that's talking all that mess. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, look at the Knicks. Look at that. Nobody's moving. Look at it. All that ball is passing around the horn. Nobody's cutting to do anything. This is what I'm talking about. You're not going to get anything with passing the ball around the horn. You got to cut through the basket. That's why there's a lane. You got to cut through the lane. And there's a 13-point Pistons lead with 6:55 to go in the third quarter. Like I said, Knicks could talk all they want to talk and all that type of stuff.
Who called the timeout? The Knicks or
I don't even know who called a timeout. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. The Knicks down 13. It don't matter who calls a timeout. Because like I said, at the end of the day, these guys are still playing at the same pace they want to play at. And they trailing. They think they're going to come back at the same pace. You're not going to come back at that pace. And you got to make shots at the end of the day. You got to make shots.
Yeah.
Got to make shots. You can't win games without making shots, man. Like I said, Knicks had a week to prepare for this game. Like I said, these two games, like I said, you could have been out there doing shoot-arounds all day long. That's all you need to do because you ain't calling no damn plays on offense and stuff like that. You could do shoot-arounds all day long, have an open gym all day long. That's all y'all need to do.
You always say that, right? And the biggest person that you would think would be in the shoot-arounds would be Josh Hart.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the guy that everybody leaves open. He's the guy that needs to take open shots because they are leaving him open. So when you talk about all these other guys not making shots, he should be the guy that's
Yeah, he should.
reluctantly taking more shots to sink the shots because he should be practicing.
Yeah, he should be the guy. But like I said, it's all on other plays. Bridges ain't hitting shots either. Shaman ain't hitting shots. Payne ain't hitting shots. McBride ain't hitting shots.
When did Sherman come in the game and pump up his shots?
No, that's what I'm saying. When he come in the game, he can pump up his shots. Like I
He
said,
hasn't been open. They're running the offense. Where listen
he said they're
again,
running
like
the
I said,
offense. They ain't running no
no.
offense.
That's what I'm saying. They're running whatever they're calling their offense. The bottom line of it is, if they went to Towns in a post, they're gonna double time. They're gonna double down on somebody's gonna be open. The fact is, they keep going with this screen and roll with Brunson. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all we've been seeing. Pounding the ball by Brunson the whole game.
But you say it's like, yo, they pound the ball in the Towns, and then somebody's gonna be open. The reason why people is gonna be open because guess what? Nobody's moving. It's hard to pass the ball when nobody's moving
it's
around
like
the horn.
it's one of
Around the
those things.
horn.
Right, but it's one of those things. At least you get better looks at a shot because you're not going to just let Towns just get layups on them. So they're going to want to double.
But to me, you seen when even when Towns when he goes down the post, even when Bridges out to the baseline, guys are not moving. It's harder to pass the ball when nobody's moving. That's what I'm saying. Is you just see all white jerseys around because nobody's making it easy to cut, and that middle is wide open. That middle is wide open for somebody to cut there and get an easy shot for the free throw line, but nobody is moving. If you're not going to call a play or run plays, you got to have these guys moving to do something. Because if you don't have them moving to do something, it makes the offense bog down even more when only one person is dribbling and everybody is standing around. You can't stand around. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't preach this in his offense and all type of stuff. You got to have guys moving, constantly moving. You can't sit there and just be like, this is like this. And you're not even saying nothing about this as a coach. That means, yo, you know, you cool with it. That's what I'm saying. You cool with it because, like I said, you can't sit there and be like, oh man, I told him to run this and all stuff like this. You ain't telling them to run nothing. They just run an ISO ball. That's not an offense. And then, like I said, Brunson's pounding the ball and he gets double teamed. Nobody is moving to get the ball into an easy spot to get the ball. They all gonna stand by. Here goes the ball. Brunson inbounds the ball over to Josh Hart. Hart over to Bridges. Over to Cunningham, to Brunson, wide open in the corner, made a 3-point shot, 88-78. Because guess what? They moving the ball. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Brunson just dribbling the ball, dribbling, you moving the ball. All right, Pistons with the ball. Cunningham over to Schroeder. Schroeder around a Paul Reese and Schroeder. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled by Brunson. It's like, come on, bro. Towns was right there with you. It's do some dumb stuff, man. There's two guys over there. What are you going to foul him for? There's two of y'all over there. You don't even need to foul the guy. You got help, which really ain't really too much over Towns, but it's like you got somebody there. It's like, yo, bro. It's like these guys just don't know how to play defense, bro. All right, Schroeder's at the free throw line. His first free throw is good. And his second free throw is also good, 90-78. All they doing, like I said, is just trading baskets for baskets. The Knicks are losing this game because they making no stops. They not getting no stops. You know what I'm saying? And you trading baskets you're not going to come back.
Yeah, not at all.
Hart inbounds to Brunson. And where's the Pistons doing? The Pistons picking the Knicks up full court. They're not letting the Knicks just bring the ball up like the Knicks let them bring the ball up. Like I said, these guys are still playing. These guys are playing. They playing with energy.
Well, they look at it, if they got their backs against the wall, they're going to have them fight even harder to come back up.
He said, Knicks packing it in. He said,
Looks
Tyrone,
like
you
it.
ain't never allowed that one. It's like, yeah, never seen the Knicks get out hustle like this. Yeah. That's because that's a different team. You know what I'm saying? The team from 2-3 years ago wouldn't get hustled like that. Last year's team wasn't going to get hustled like this, but this is a different team right now. Knicks with the ball, inbounds to Bridges. Bridges over to Josh Hart, and he's fouled by Jalen Duren. It's like he looked like he. Anyway, but yo, in that first half, did you see when Amen Thompson walked and then he just let him score? I was like, yo, this dude is falling backwards, and you just let him score. These referees got to stop calling a lot of walks. They're not calling walks. They're not calling this. It's just like, bro, what are you guys here? The easiest call to call is a walk. That's the easiest call to make. and the player want to argue, hey, just go look at the monitor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'll say. Yeah, you walked.
Backed up. He did
All right.
lose control of the ball when he backed up on it
Yeah,
though. On that
yeah.
play.
Hart's first free throw is good. His second free throw is also good. But like I said, it's a 10-point game. 6-12 left to go. That's all it is like the Knicks, they just trading baskets for baskets. Like I said, Knicks ain't making, they ain't going to come down and make 2-3 different defensive stops and all this type of stuff. The Pistons getting whatever they want. And like I said, they got 90 points. Like I said, Knicks got 80 points. Like I said, Knicks has just been, like I said, they just, no Towns is like, yo, shit, this is what people talking about. We want to see in the playoffs. These guys got to come to play. Your big guys got to come to play. They all got to come to play. You ain't so much worry about some of the other guys. If your big guys is coming to play, then the other guys can feed off them a little bit. But if the big guys ain't coming to play, it ain't gonna matter. And what Towns is doing? What are you doing, Duran? Shot is no good. Rebound Towns over to Brunson, but like Towns, you fouling during the dude is like 30 feet away from the basket. Why are you trying to foul him 30 feet away from the basket? He's not even a threat.
Because he's trying to
It's just
foul out
like
the game now. Then he could be a non-factor.
Brunson's 3-point shot is no good, but he's fouled by Thompson, and Brunson will be at the free throw line. But like I said, everything you want to see about the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau and his offense is all right here in the playoffs. You're going to get to witness it, the whole playoffs and stuff like that. So you'll see for yourself. I don't have to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't running no offense. Like I said, and I don't know why the media analysts don't call them out on that bullshit. They be like, that offense, you got a straight bullshit. Read and react. Who the fuck? What the hell is a read and react? I ain't never heard no shit like that. A read and react offense. It's like, man, get the hell out of here with that shit. I mean, I'm using like Princeton offense, UCLA high post. I mean, what you call a flex offense, a motion offense. Some other stuff like that is just like what read and react. I've never heard that before in a day of my life. The only thing you heard about something like that is like, yo, just take what the defense gives you. That's about it. But at the end of the day, if that's what your offense is, just take what the defense gives you. But at the end of the day, you're not doing nothing. You're not running no play. So you just got a dude that's going to just like be ISO ball and all that stuff. And, people's getting mad at Julius Randle on the plays because he just ISO balls. Like, yeah, that's because that's Tom Thibodeau's offense. That's what it is.
Right.
It ain't no different. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Now Julius was in an offense that was
minus.
like moving and doing things and getting the ball out to him. All right, Pistons with the ball. Knicks down 8. Cunningham guarded by OG over to Malik Beasley. Beasley over to Schroeder. He walked. Over to Durant. Beasley with a shot is no good, but it is a moving screen on Durant finally.
Well, we got time to make a run.
Yeah, he was like, yo, like I said, it's like if they didn't call that, I'd be like, yo.
You don't think we got time to make a run?
No, you do. It's 5 minutes, but like I said, you got to make some shots. You got to make some baskets too. You got to keep scoring. 90-82, Brunson guarded by Schroeder. Brunson in the lane shot is up and good. 6-point game. Pistons inbound to K Cunningham. 4:55 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cunningham throws to Schroeder. He almost lost that ball. Like I said, Towns. Look at Towns. And his foul is like Towns he got so flat footed on that corner shot. On that dude just left him. I was just like, my God. It's just like your reaction time is like so
trash,
slow, bro. It's just like it's like
trash, dude.
You know what it looked like? It looked like what's that dial up internet from back with AOL when AOL was trying to dial up and get online. Is that Joe Buttons? That's Joe Buttons right behind Tom Thibodeau. Joe Buttons. All right, 6-point Pistons lead with 4:43 left to go. Deuce McBride check into the game, and Brunson is going to the locker room. Uh-oh. All right. Pistons inbound. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded by OG. Cunningham. And to Tobias Harris, a wide open shot. Rebounded by Josh Hart, and here comes the Knicks. And what is going on? With the tripping, what is... Oh, they say it was a foul on Kate, or was it OG? It's on Kate. He fell over. I thought he fell over. What's his name? And what Josh Hart is doing, Josh, don't get no technical foul. At the end of the day, bro, you ain't doing nothing in this game. We don't need you to. The guys who really ain't doing too much, I don't need you to be doing anything else but helping the team try to win. Yeah, let me see that play again. I want to see how that play happened. All right. Oh yeah, what's the name? Cunningham threw what's the name down, OG down, and try to make it seem like what would you call it? All right, OG's at the free throw line. Like I said, now all these free throws matters now, man. Got to get these free throws, bro. First free throw is good.
No.
90-85, but I know, like I said, Knicks are all season long. They make one, miss one, especially in the fourth quarter, man. And it's just it is, but
Mm-hmm.
timeout on the floor.
Mm-mm. Game
Like
is
I
right
said,
here,
man,
man.
just like I
Right
said,
here.
looking at the like I said, looking at this game, man. Like I said, I know them three rookies can play. Dadier,
Well, no,
Hakordi,
no, no. Listen,
and Tyler Kolek. They could
we've
play.
seen Dottie play. I think he's not strong enough and ready yet.
He's not strong enough, but like
As far as Kolick, I think Kolick could get in and run the offense. But again, you need guys like you said, moving and grooving, looking for shots. As far as anybody else, like I said, I don't know why he's not going with Cam. I don't know why he's not going with Shamit. Listen, he needs to get some of these dudes rest because it makes no sense killing them. Dude, we're going back to the old Tibbs. He's just playing dudes to work out the logistics of something that they're not figuring out. You
what you
got to
mean?
get a new rotate.
What you mean going back? It's still the old Tibbs. They ain't going back. He's still there. It's still the same guy. He ain't making no adjustments.
Well, what I'm saying to you, instead of playing these dudes for like almost 40 minutes for the game, like, come on, get them relief. Let them watch the game for a minute. Maybe they'll look at openings. Maybe they'll look at different plays differently. You got to do something different to help the squad. This dude is
And
just
Knicks
going back to the same old nonsense.
and Knicks pissed me off. Like, yo, I'm wearing my Knicks superstition jacket, and these guys are losing here again. It's like we won the
Yo,
first game. It's like, yo, we
yo,
got to win this second
listen.
game, bro.
Don't put voodoo on it yet, though. It's still not
Ain't
over.
nothing, man. Like I said, you see them Knicks. You see that Knicks is like, yo, the NBA stuff, like the Bernard King and all that stuff, man. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, you gotta show some,
At
you
home,
gotta
they
show
should
some
be
pride.
scrappy. Right.
Yeah,
They should be
like I
balls to the
said,
wall.
I'm gonna say this, like just like how last year the Garden was rocking when you had all like the Knicks old school legends in there. Knicks old school legends are still in the building, but this year's team is not like that. Last year's team, that they don't got that grit and this stuff like that. That's the problem with them and stuff like that. That team last year,
Yeah.
but they was healthy. Them dudes just rocking in the Garden and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Them guys came to play.
Yo, listen, it should be no different this year. We got a healthier squad, and everybody should just be out there
Yeah,
full on playing.
but you don't have the same type of players, though. That's the difference, though. You know, they might be talented on paper, but it's like I said, but their motors are different than them guys. Like I said, you get a lot of hustle to determine. Like I said, you watch OKC, a lot of those type of guys with that type of motor. Yeah, they're gonna run this team out the gym because they got motor. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the talent in the world, but like I said, if you got low motor and you really like, you know, that don't do too good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. It's like you like a silent assassin, but it's like, yo, what does they say? A lot of them points come in garbage time when it don't matter. It's like you don't get the points in the meat of the game when the game is at hand. And so a lot of guys just fill up the stat sheets. They be like, nah, that dude just filled up the stat sheet. He wasn't doing nothing during the time when the play was really, when it was happening. Next game, Clippers versus Nuggets. That's gonna be another good game and stuff like that from the Mile High City. And Brunson is back. 4:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. OG's second free throw is good, and we are down to a 4-point game. But like I said, man, this never should come down to this like stuff like this, man. This is like I said, these guys, man, they just like I said, they just rebounding is an essential part. They got to rebound. All right, Pistons with the ball, Cade with the ball across the timeline, guarded by OG. Duran with the town. I mean, Cade and his got fouled by Towns. He can't close out. He can't do anything. And teams see that. As soon as they see that, they run towards it because they know they could get a foul. They know
How
they
many
could get a
fouls
foul
this dude
because
got? 4?
Towns. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
just like
he got 4 fouls. Like he'll
yeah.
be
But
out
see,
the game soon.
but see those type of fouls that he has. You see that type of foul. He doesn't get fouled. He get fouled much harder than that on the other end. That's why I don't like. It's like a play like that. It's like they do that to him and they won't even call no foul. They'll be all like, like clotheslining him around his neck and they still won't call a foul. It's just like,
Oh,
yo,
for
what are y'all
sure.
doing? It's like a foul like that. The foul that he just committed, that's a soft foul. You know what I'm saying? Running with the guy, that's just a soft foul. That's not really, like I said, he didn't even club the guy. He didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Maul the guy, nothing. All right. Cunningham's both free throws are good and it's a 6-point Pistons lead. And Brunson is mad. He's like, Shooter foul is like, and Shooter, like I said, man, these guys are not good defender like that. Like I said, it's just the official. Just let these guys get away with stuff. Bridges got Shooter on. Was like, yo, you should take that dude in the post and see what
All
Bridges
day.
standing out there. He's standing out there by the 3-point line. That's all he want to do. And that's why it's like you can't do that. You gotta leave the 3-point shooting alone and drive to the basket. You're not making a shot. Look at K down the lane. Shot is up, no good. Bridges with the ball. Caught it by Tobias Harris. Bridges. Shot is blocked. Oh, my God. Pistons with the ball. Over to Schroeder in the corner. His 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Thank you. I mean, Bridges, it's just like the guy has no lift at 6'7". He weighs like 20 pounds. You got no lift, man. No athleticism whatsoever. No athleticism whatsoever. That dude is 6'7" with long arms, like a 7-foot, what you call it. He should be rather, he should be, like I said, he should be like the rubber band, like let's say Stacey Augman, the spider like that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how Stacey Augman was wiry like that. But Augman can get up off the ground. All right, Josh Hart on the free throw line. 6-point Pistons lead with 3:24 left to go. Hart's first free throw is good. 3:24 left to go. Hart with 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And this is what I was saying. Like, in the game, like you look at this, like like Bridges and Anobi Hart, they've been playing most of the third quarter and all of the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? That's part
I
of the
told
problem.
you that.
You're not giving
I
these
told
guys
you
no
that.
rest. You're not because, like I said, when the Pistons had a lead, you won't take them out the game. When made it come out, you wasn't going to take them out the lead. You're gassing. These guys are gassed. It's like, yo, this is what I'm
Telling you.
saying. This is his poor substitution patterns that he does, man. He's worrying about the game score and all this stuff. Oh, we down 5. Oh, we down 8. Oh, we down 10. We can't let you guys come out the game. Then when
At
they
all.
just stay at the same level, he don't even take them out the game because he's like, oh, I don't want the lead to expand. Well, like I said, man, he knows it, and I know it that this is his last coaching gig.
I
So
would
he
hope
get fired
so.
from the Knicks. He get fired from the Knicks. He ain't nobody else hiring that dude, bro. Ain't nobody else hiring that dude. And for all them Tom Thibodeau lovers, that dude is not going to the Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Fame coach. So just give up that thing. Is that dude's not a championship coach? He ain't never won a championship, and I don't think he ever will go and win a championship, bro. So y'all could stop with all this Tibbs kind of player. It's like what Tibbs was like. Tibbs was like, bro, stop with all this, bro. This dude gets the most celebrated thing, like I said, for not even winning a damn thing. And Hart will be back at the free throw line to complete the second of his free throw shooting. And his free throw is up, and it's good. 92-88. 4-point game with 3:24. Well, let me see, 3:24 left to go in the game. 2:55 left to go in the game. So the Knicks got to they got to do defense on the defensive end now. It's like, yo, Pistons inbounds, Cunningham inbounds to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball over to K Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball. Look at the Jalen Duran. Duran be moving. He be moving people out the way and doing all this type of stuff. Beasley with a 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Towns. Get the rebound. Oh my God. Bridges, wide open 3-point shot. Of course not. OG got thrown down, no call. But Bridges, stop with these 3-point shots, bro. This is This is why, like I said, this is why we can't win games, because like I said, you worried about a 3-point shot instead of going to the basket and trying to get fouled, and you're not making the shots. That's the problem. He's had a lot of shots and he's just not making them. Cunningham and I don't know what Harris on Harris, and there's a 24-second shot. But like I said, you got to look at why the Knicks are not doing what they're doing. Like I said, you got guys that's not really paying attention to the game. When you play in the playoffs, it's a game of possessions. You got to make every possession count. You can't just waste possessions by shooting ill-advised shots. You're not making the shots. It's different if you're making the shots and you're hot. You're not even hot. You're missing a lot of the shots. Brunson with the ball. Fall away jump shot is up and it's good, and it's a 2-point game, 92-90. Knicks on a 12-2 run. 3:54 left to go. Pistons with the ball. No field goal in the last 5 minutes of this game. Schroeder, guarded by Brunson at the top. Over to Cade Cunningham. Around a Durant screen. Because what's the name? Towns just left. It's just like Towns is just a poor defender, bro. It's just like, yo, you got Robinson sit on the bench. Hart inbounds to Brunson. 4-point game, 158 left to go. Jalen Duren with a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. And Brunson gets the foul. But what it's like even on that play when he gets double teamed, Towns is not even around to do anything. It's like, bro, make yourself available. Move.
Dude,
listen, man, I'm gonna just say that.
What the Towns is going reread by at the second half of the game.
Hold up, is this basketball IQ? I thought when everybody you grew up playing basketball, it's basketball IQ. If a man's getting double teams, like, hey, let me move over, let me make myself available to make it easy for him to pass the ball to cut to the basket and get an easy shot. No, these guys want to stand out there, and Brunson's on the free throw line. Knicks down 4. His first free throw was good. 150 left to go in the game. But I'm going to tell you like this. Knicks can't be – if you're going to be playing close games all the time, you're going to lose a lot of games because, like I said, at some point the dam is going to break. At some point it's like you got to stop playing these close games. You got to come to play. It's 48 minutes in a basketball game. You can't come to play like fucking like 12 minutes of the whole 48 minutes, and the other 36 minutes you just lollygagging out there. That's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like on the court. His second free throw's up and is good. 94-92. And one more free throw for Brunson. And he jockeying from position. The free throw's up. No good. Rebounded by Cunningham. 2-point Pistons lead over to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded by Brunson. Schroeder looking for Cunningham. Over to Duren. Duren over to Schroeder. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder with the ball. 1:35 left to go around a Duren screen. Over to Jalen Duren. And he loses the ball. Towns over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. And he's slowing. He looking to slow down. It's like over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Guarded by Schroeder. Brunson. Over to Josh Hart for the dunk. Tom, that should have been a foul too. 94 tied at 94. That should have been a foul and one, but they ain't gonna call it.
Hell no.
But here comes the Pistons now. Game is tied. 1:11 left to go. Cade Cunningham over to Tobias Harris. Back to Cade. Over to Tobias. Tobias with the ball to Schroeder. Schroeder. Minute left to go in the game. Schroeder. Oh, man, he just left off him a wide open 3-point shot and he made it. Because I don't know what you were looking at. You got to stay with the guy. What are you looking at? You wasn't being picked off. You wasn't being picked off.
Stupid. It was just stupid.
All right, Knicks with the ball. That's what I'm saying. Knicks with the ball. Brunson with the ball. And he going to put up a 3-point shot. It's like, why would you? And rebounded by Pistons is like, yo, right. Cade Cunningham with the ball. Out to Schroeder with 38 seconds left to go in the game. Over to Cade. Cade with the ball. Brunson like over to Malik Beasley. His 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Over to Brunson. 22 seconds left to go. Are you guys going to call a timeout, or Brunson's going to try to throw 3 points? Move somebody. Bridges. He's been wide open all game. Of course not. Of course he's not going to make this shot. This dude, man, it's just like, don't come up big in the big games, man. Can never make nothing wide open. Don't have it in him, bro. He don't have it. And the Pistons up by 3 with 8.1 seconds left to go. Get the rebound. Schroeder will go to the free throw line to try to ice this game. You just got guys that can't make shots, bro, when it counts, and just not big money players, man. Just not big money players. A
Lost the
good look,
game at
like I
home.
said. Yeah, because he can't make a damn shot. All of it is missed shots. They just missed too many shots. And
Well,
Schroeder misses
Detroit
the
missed.
first free throw.
Detroit missed a lot of shots for the Knicks to get back in the game too.
Yeah,
They
they
went
missed
in
a lot
a
of shots
drought.
to get back in the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, bro, at the end of the day, you got to make shots. Like I said, a lot of this is just Knicks missing a lot of shots, man. Good open shots too and stuff like that. But like I said, I mean, Towns ain't really do nothing too much in the second half, and you
Yo,
bring Mitchell
you
Robinson with
get,
8.1 seconds left to go in the game.
and that's what you should be like. Yo, you should send the mystery box Scooby Doo crew to find out where Towns was because he was missing in action. Towns was definitely missing in action
All
tonight.
right, Shooter's second free throw is good, and it's a 4-point Pistons lead, and it's like timeout on the floor. But yeah, man, Knicks had a chance to tie. Bridges can't make a shot. It's like, bro, this one I'm saying is like he lollygags with his shot. Man. It's like he doesn't square up to shoot the shot. Everything is almost like a fall. It's like, bro, man, square up and shoot the ball like you want to score it.
Well, hopefully
Just can't.
he looks at tapes and see it.
He's not
But the
looking at no
fact that
damn tape. He's doing the same damn thing over and over. He's been doing it all season long. That's how he is. He ain't looking at no damn tapes. The dude is just like that. He's just not like that. He's going to shoot the same way. He's going to be doing fall away shots, and that's why. And he don't even see you're not even going to the free throw line a lot in this season because you're doing a lot of fall away jump shots. Those are not going to get you. That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't even got guys in your ear, guys on your team. You don't even have the players on your team that could. That's what I don't even know what type of team this is as far as leadership. It's like guys can't talk to everybody, can't like coach them up. It's like this. PJ Tucker probably could talk to these guys in the ear and stuff like that, but nobody else is talking to them. Towns ain't talking to them. Brunson ain't talking to them. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, that shot is not happening, bro. And see, like guys, even like guys like Carmelo Anthony, he talks to like Michael Jordan, and he takes his advice and he takes it to heart, and he changes it. He does his thing. These other guys, somebody probably tell them something, they still won't take it to heart. They just like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah. You know, they're trying to tell you how to make the shot, how to get points, how to score. They talking about falling away. You keep falling away. You're not going to go to the free throw line. It shows you're not going to the free throw line. In a whole season, 82 game season, you probably went to the free throw line like 100 times. That can't be in the whole season. D. Sean said Knicks are in trouble. Could have took a quick 2 even, but this week to match that Schroeder 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Knicks with the ball. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Of course, he ain't make the shots, and foul is on the Pistons. Knicks fouled Jalen Duren, and they came in here and won a game because the Knicks can't make damn shots to save their life. Wide the hell open. 2 wide open 3-shot. His shot, Mikal Bridges shot, and that's it. Now you're going to go to Detroit now. It's going to be an uphill battle against the Pistons, you know what I'm saying, as far as like they're going to have the momentum. And also, but like I said, you guys, like I said, you play the same way you play these first 2 games, you're going to get run out the gym, man, because like I said, at the end of the day, you got to pick up your pace. You got to play with some pride. You got to make shots, bro. At the end of the day, you got to make shots. But at the end of the day, you got to run an offense that you don't even run. You don't even run an offense. He said Brunson was so open on the island alone. That's wild. Yeah, he was open. He missed. Mikal Bridges was open. He missed. That's on OG and Obi early in the first. He was missing shots early, and it's like these guys are just missing a lot of good looks. Uncontested. That's the thing, is uncontested. I mean, a person like Reggie Miller would cry to have all these open looks that these guys are getting. When Reggie Miller had to run like about 100 miles per hour just to get a wide open shots because everybody was chasing him because they didn't want to get a wide open shots. These guys don't even have to run to get a wide open shot. They get wide open shots for them. I mean, it's gifted to them, and they can't even make a damn shot. And that's what thing in today's basketball. These guys got to get back to skills. They're not skilled players. Everybody just want to shoot damn 3-point shots, and they can't even shoot the damn ball. It's just a bunch of streak shooters out there. Streak shooters, a bunch. That's all these guys are, streak shooters. They don't work on their shots like they talk about. A lot of these guys don't work on their shots. I could tell they don't even work on their shots. Some guys you could tell who work on their shots. and stuff. And the ones you could tell, is just like they just go through the motion. Pistons up 100-94. He said gonna have to start. He said gonna have to start digging down deep.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, just like the last game. That game, the Knicks could have lost that game. They just had a 21-0 lead. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's just like this. It's like, bro, you're not making shots, bro. Guys are not making shots. This is what the playoffs are for. It's for guys to step up in the big moments, and these guys are not stepping up in the big moments. Don't have it. And the thing about it is, it's not even like you playing against like a what you call it, a defense, a Hall of Fame type defense, like a smothering defense. You're not playing against a smothering defense. You're just not making shots. And
Well,
the
keep
shots
in
are there.
mind,
These are uncontested shots.
they didn't have nobody consistently making shots on the team either, on the Knicks. Nobody
No,
was
yeah.
in a consistent flow of anything. Brunson obviously couldn't get it going later in the game. Hart was never, you know what I mean? How inconsistent. Towns, like I said, yo, that dude is
Listen,
out somewhere deep sea
listen.
fishing
I
or
just
something. I don't know where he at.
like I said, when I watch the Knicks, I don't see nobody that teams are afraid of, or these guys are not coming in with confidence and snipers. You watch other teams, and you can see guys coming in off that bench, and they snipers. They relish the moment. These guys don't do that. None of these guys do that when they come off the bench. Because they're coming off the bench so low energy, so low. It's just not gonna work.
Well,
Like
listen,
I said, you watch other teams.
if you can't see, but see,
There goes a home court advantage.
the difference between you and those guys is like you would come in a game, you would try to pick up on the defensive and being with the intensity, meaning then if you get a steal, right, you just going ham trying to get that layup, blah 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 blah. Guys coming off the bench don't have an identity like that. Like Payne came in that other game. If he got a couple of turnovers, it got him hyped, and then he came in, made some shots. But that's what I'm saying to you. You're looking at the guys coming off the bench. They don't have no identity to that degree yet.
The Cats scored lots and hours in and out watching the game. We got smacked. Game 3 is a must. We could say Game 3 is a must and all that type of stuff, but
4 is a must. What do you mean?
3 and 4 is a must. But no, but at the end of the day, we could say all that stuff. It's up to the players if they want to do it, though. That's not us. It's not up to the fans. It's up to the players. And like I said, this Knicks team right now, yeah, they might be more talented than the other teams, but the other team have more heart and desire and determination. They have more grit. And that right there, you can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you can't teach. So if you got guys who are confident, guys who are like coming in to do some work, yeah, you're going to win more games compared to these other guys. They're not giving forth the effort. Those other guys are giving forth the effort. That's the problem. When you give a lot of effort in a basketball game on both ends of the floor, you're going to win a lot of games because, like I said, some people are not giving forth the whole end. But if you get forth the effort, like I said, even when you're on a basketball court and you got a guy who in there, everybody knows this guy's a pest. You don't want to play against a guy because he's always going to have energy. He's always going to be pesting. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to wear you down, or, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to chase him around. And like I said, you don't see a lot of that today. These guys don't have it. These guys are so low. Like I said, they just go through the motions, man. It is what it is. But I'm going to give the final stats for this game, man. Final stats. Pistons even a series up 1 apiece, beating the Knicks 100-94 in this game. Like I said, Pistons led this game from start to finish in this game. So it wasn't too much that the Knicks, like I said, was doing too much. They got close a little bit, but never really in doubt, man. All right, for the Pistons, Tobias Harris finishes with a double-double, 15 points and 13 rebounds. Yep, rebounding is a big thing, like I always say. Asua Thompson finishes with 5 points and 5 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. played 21 minutes in this game, did not score.
He didn't do nothing.
Jalen Duran, another double-double, 12 points, another 13 rebounds for Jalen Duran and Tobias Harris. They got 13 rebound apiece. Cade Cunningham finishes with 33 points, 3 assists. And guess what? He had 12 rebounds. He had a double-double, too.
We could stop by saying OG is shutting him down, or he's a stopper then. Because he didn't do nothing. Well, he didn't really guard him. They had Mikal on him a little bit more than today.
Well, yeah, it don't matter because, like I said, if a guy's hot, you put your best play on him and just go from there. So It
Who's our
doesn't
best
matter if
player?
he.
Is it you putting
I
your
mean,
best
best defensive
defender on
player,
him?
best defense. Yeah, if a guy
Now
is hot,
who is
that's what
that?
you put on OG
Who is
Anunoby.
that?
That's what you put on him.
Oh,
That's what you put OG on
okay.
him. But that's what I'm saying. That's on the coaches and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
Cade had a great game, man. He had 33 points, 12
he did.
rebounds. So between three players, these guys had 38 rebounds because they know rebounding is essential. Like I said,
For
rebounding is part
sure.
of defense. And the more rebounds you get, the more second chance opportunity you get, or if you get more rebounds on the defensive end, less second chance opportunity for the other team. And that's what they did between those three players. 38 rebounds off the bench. Paul Reed, 6 points off the bench. Dennis Schroeder off the bench with 20 points off the bench. See what he do off the bench. Malik Beasley, 9 points. They finished with 29 points off the bench for their team. Overall shooting for the Pistons, 33 of 74 for 45%. 3-point shooting, 6 of 27 for 23%. Free throw line, this is where they killed the Knicks. 28 of 34. They went to the free throw line 34 times, made 28 free throws for 82%. They finished with 48 rebounds, 11 assists, and 15 turnovers. For the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges finishes with 19 points and 5 rebounds. OG Anunoby, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns finishes with 10 points in the game and 6 rebounds. He didn't score in the second half at all. The high man for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson with 37 points, 7 assists. Josh Hart finishes with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists in the game. So between Anunoby, Towns with 20 points between both of them, Bridges with 19. Bench points, forget about it. 8 points off the bench for Deuce McBride. He's the only one that scored off the bench with 8 points. But the other guys, Landry Shaman and Cameron Payne, only played 4 and 5 minutes. They didn't even see the second half. Mitchell Robinson finishes with no points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 34 of 81 for 42%. 3-point shooting, they were 10 of 35 for 29%.
Desmo.
Free throw shooting, they were only 16 of 19 for 84%. And Knicks got out rebounded this game. Detroit had 48 rebounds. Knicks finished with only 34 rebounds, 15 assists in the game, and 14 turnovers in the game for the Knicks. Like I said, once again, Knicks lose 100-94. Next game will be Thursday. I won't call that game, like I said, because that'll be draft night, and I know everybody will probably be watching the draft too, and I'll be watching the draft. NFL draft will be on, man. But the Knicks will be in Detroit on Thursday. That game will be on TNT. So Knicks next two will be in Detroit. Then they come back for one in New York, then back to Detroit if necessary, and then like this. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, disappointing loss for the New York Knicks. Like I said, Karl Anthony Towns, 10 points and 6 rebounds is not going to cut it. You have to have your big games. You have to have your 40-point, 16 rebound games. Those are the type of games that you need to have in the playoffs. 30 points, 15 rebounds, 28 points, 12 rebounds, something like that. But you can't finish with 10 points, 6 rebounds, especially only 10 points in the first half. You didn't even score in the second half. What the hell? You didn't score in the second half. I mean, what?
Horrible.
Looking at this game, man, it's just like, for the most part, like I said, the Pistons led this whole game. And like I said, it wasn't too much that they did because a lot of the lead, like I said, the game was right there. It was always right there. It was never really out of hand. The Knicks just could not put the ball in the basket. And then, like I said, they just play too slow at times and things like that. And that's what leads to a lot of their losses. They just, like I said, and then when they finally decide they want to turn it on, it'd be too late because sometimes you just trade a basket with baskets. And yeah, they came all the way back and tied the game at 94. Then they went back down to 97 because of a lapse on defense. I don't know where you was going. The dude is wide open. What you didn't get picked off? Why are you moving away? It's like, stay with your man. You wasn't picked off. That was
And
a lapse in defense.
Who are you
That
calling
was
out
Brunson.
on that play? Thank
That's
you.
Brunson. That's
Thank
Brunson.
you.
And he looking around, is like, well, you
Thank
turn
you.
around. Why would you even turn around?
Okay.
You wasn't being picked. You wasn't even being picked off. You didn't even have to turn around. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, you look at the dude, and like I said, just like how me and you can see it on teams know that they know who the Knicks weak link on defense is Brunson and Towns, and that's why they always going There's always doing the pick and rolls with those guys to go get some points and all that type of stuff because they know the effort level they put on there is going to be very minimal. It's very minimal, like I said. And as a coach, like I said, with Tom Thibodeau, those are your 2-star players, but they give you nothing on the defensive end, and you just allow it because you don't challenge those guys. You don't challenge them, just like you didn't challenge Randall when he's here. You just let these guys just do whatever they want to do on defense and give no effort, and you're good with it. But then you want to get on other players though. That's what pisses me off. Then you want to get on players. That tells me that you ain't nothing but a B. You know what I'm saying? That's what B's do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen,
It's
so
like they pick and choose. They
you
pick
got
and
to
choose.
get over that because the topping is on the Indiana Pacers.
No,
and it
I know
wasn't
that.
like he was going to do anything more for the Knicks.
No,
Because he's
I'm
not a
not.
rebounder at all. So.
I'm talking about how many the missed defensive assignments that he should get on Obi for. Same thing with
Right,
Julius.
right.
Julius
I
missed a lot
know.
of
I
Julius
know
missed a
what
lot
you're
of
talking
defensive.
about.
But like I said, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You pick and choose because I don't even see you getting mad at these players. Like I said, and these guys are missing a lot of defensive assignments. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's not a leader. That's not a leader of men. That's what I'm saying. Then it's like I don't understand how they just allow this guy to keep doing that. It's just like, bro. It's crazy, man. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. If you don't make changes, you don't do nothing. You're gonna get the
Correct.
same results.
Correct.
He said, Neymar,
That's
what's
just the
good, bro?
bottom
Thanks for
line.
tapping. He said Knicks need to play better on Thursday. Yeah, man. Knicks need to play better today. They need to play better the other night. Even though they came back, they need to play better. That's what I'm saying. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh, well, they got to put together a full bro." At the end of the day, you're a professional. Nobody has to tell you to play for full 48 minutes. This is what you get paid for. You're not getting paid peanuts. These guys are getting paid $40 and $50 million. If these guys are getting paid $1 million, it'll be different. But these guys are getting paid $40 and $50 million. I don't have to motivate you to play a game that you're supposed to love.
The bottom line is this L right here doesn't sit well. The Knicks had definitely opportunity to pull this game out, and again, we could sit up here and critique the whole thing, but the bottom line comes down to Towns and the fact that these guys are not running or trying to do anything different in the offense to help propel them past the point of going what 6 to 8 points in the third. Come on, you can't win no games like this. The coach needed to be somebody needed to walk up from the management team and slap the hell out of them because you let your team go that long without a basket. Come on. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, we have to get some
It's a
scoring from
shame.
the bench. Pistons bench killed us tonight, man.
Listen,
It's just like a
the
mixture of a
bench
lot
is
of things.
always going to kill us. The bottom line of it is we don't rely on the bench. We just rely on the bench to spell the guys. The bottom line is we play our starters multiple minutes so that the bench is a non-factor, and that's something that's been throughout the season, and it is not going to change in the playoffs. The bottom line is we need all players on deck. Towns was not on deck. We lost
but
the game.
what I'm saying is, like I said, this is what separates a good team from the Knicks. The Knicks are not going to be a good team because, like I said, they don't have a bench. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to rely on your bench. I know, but every team relies on their bench to score. Even the good teams rely on their bench to score. That's why their starters don't play a lot of minutes because the bench comes in and they play.
Ask yourself
the
this
bench comes in
question
and they play.
Ask yourself the question though: has the bench been a scoring factor throughout the season?
No. That's
Okay.
that's our point. That's our
Why?
point.
But my thing is, why are we still looking for the bench to be that productive when they're not having it?
Because you have to, bro. At the end of the day, you can't just look at the starters to do everything every single game. You
Okay.
cannot do that. If that's the case, then guess what? Then don't have nobody on the bench and just play the starters like 48 minutes every game.
He might as well because those dudes will play those.
No. But what I'm saying,
between Brunson and Towns, they cannot. The bottom
but to
line
me,
of it is, you're gonna be at worse shape.
But that's what he's saying. That's what they're saying. It's not so much the player, it's the coach. If they have a different coach in here, the bench will be playing more. That's the whole thing. Is just the coach. It has nothing to do with some of the players and they not perform. It has to do with the coach. Because, like I said, another coach in here will have these guys playing like 5 guys off the bench, 6 guys off the bench. It is nothing. It's just Tom Thibodeau and his
Correct.
because of the way he substituted his patterns like this. This is why he doesn't get the maximum result he gets in the playoff. If you don't have a bench, you thin your bench out. You're not getting no scoring from the bench. And then your offense, you don't run an offense. It's very stagnant. This is why you keep getting ousted from the playoffs. And I don't know how stupid the GM could be and can't see this. This keeps happening time after time after time, bro. At the end of the day, it's just like this. You're going to keep doing it, and guess what? You're going to keep getting the same results. You could bring in all the freaking players you want to bring in here and bring some guys off the bench. It's not going to work if he doesn't going to play guys off the bench for some minutes and all that type of stuff, and you get scoring off the bench. You're not going to beat good teams with no bench production or very little bench production. You're going to get swept. And Detroit is not even really a good team like that. They're a gritty team. If you play, like I said, we play Boston, we play OKC, we play Cleveland, we're going to get swept if we don't get no bench production. If these guys get 40, 50 points off their bench, it doesn't help. But like I said, most of it is because this is the first year. Like they got to retool and get some more guys in here and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everybody who's on the roster is like this. These guys, this is not high school. This is not college. These are grown men that get paid to play a sport. You're supposed to produce when you come off the bench. At the end of the day, this is what you get paid for. You're an NBA player. You're a professional player. Act like it. Be a professional and perform. That's all they're saying. Just like you watch other teams, these guys are no-name players that come in and fucking perform because guess what? They have pride. They perform. They don't have no pressure on them. They perform. These guys, they don't have no pressure on them. They just don't perform sometimes. Well, I'm going to say sometimes, most of the time, they don't perform. And like I said, these are shooters.
Yeah,
because guess what?
The coach has to have confidence in you to bring you in a game to make those shots too. And like when we watched this game, who did he really have confidence in to bring him in? But at the
end of the day, if you don't breed confidence in your players, you're gonna limit yourself. That's not what a good coach does. A good coach plays his bench, and I don't care who you are. Hall of Fame coaches play everybody. They don't play 6 players or something. They play everybody. These are Hall of Fame coaches. This guy is not a Hall of Fame coach. Like I said, he's just doing what he wants to do, and they allowing him to do it, which is dumb. And then you can say that's like you can ask for all the players you want, and then you just have them all sitting on the bench, and you're not using it, and you be like, oh, I don't really have nobody. It's like, yo, you'd be like, you got guys sitting on the bench that can help you. You just not putting them in, or you put them in sporadically, and that's why it's like, they're not really in rhythm because of the way you're playing them. You know what I'm saying? And then you're wearing out your starters, and these guys are like halfway, they're all nicked up and all that type of stuff. So they're giving you half-hearted efforts sometimes and all that type of stuff. It's up to you as a coach to know how to play your players because you're the one who make the shots, you call the shots and all that type of stuff. And guess what? At the end of the day, hey, it's going to come to a certain point where they're going to get tired of it. Like, hey, we're not going nowhere. We're going to need a new voice in the locker room and stuff like that. And we're going to get some, a different coach in here who could just see who's going to be who he wants to play. And who you don't want to hear. He's going to get somebody else in who he wants in here if you feel like the guys ain't getting the job done. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like I say, that's what the good teams do. They rely on the starters, but they also rely on the bench too because they know the bench is important. Everybody knows that. That's how you become like one of those things like, man, it's hard to play this team, man, because it's like, yo, the starters are good and then the bench guys come in, they killing us too, bro. It's like, yo, we can't beat them because that's what the bench do. They either go and come in and protect the lead or take the lead, or they just going, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you don't have no bench, then your starter's going to get worn out, and then guess what? They're going to come back in, leads are already up, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's just the whole thing. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, like I said, Knicks just got to play better, man. Got game 3 coming up in Detroit, man, and stuff like that. But like I said, they can't. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, when it comes to the playoffs, you got to be playing your best ball in the playoffs. You can't just come in and be like, oh, well, we go to do it next game. You didn't look good in the first game. You didn't look good in this game. At what point are you going to put it all together? You got to put it all together, bro. This is the healthiest the Knicks been all season long. You got to put it together. So we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, Thursday I ain't going to do it because, like I said, I'll be watching the NFL draft, and I know all these guys will be watching the draft too. He said, Nemo said, Tibbs being outcoached by J.B. Bickerstaff. I'm mad. I think he should have been fired because he made no adjustments. Every team has a coach who uses the bench to help the starters out.
Wait for the end of the season for that, dude. Not now.
James Dolan needs to step up and fire Tibbs and general manager because Tibbs makes no adjustments. Oh, yeah, man. But like I said,
imagine our coach being fired during the playoffs. Wouldn't that be something?
No. I think he's talking about like at the end of the
I
season.
know, I know, I
Yeah,
know.
it's going to happen though at some point. Because like I
Listen,
say,
listen. That's
if it's not this,
it didn't make sense for those other teams that was making the playoffs, like Denver or Memphis, to fire your coach
yo,
right before the
those,
playoffs.
but and here's the crazy thing. Like I said, those teams made it to the playoff. It ain't like them teams was out of the playoffs when they got fired, which is stupid. I never understood that one. It's
I
like,
know exactly. So
all right, man.
if they was gonna make a splash, they should have did it then. Like why those other coaches was getting a heave ho.
Like I said, I'm gonna shout out to the chat. RC, you already know what it is, bro. Make sure I go sub up to RC and basketball, man. Like I say, great WNBA, also the NCAA women's content creator, man. Iowa Hawkeyes, UCLA Bruins, as well as WNBA's Las Vegas Aces, Minnesota Lynx, Indiana Fever, man. He's just like I said, he just love all that stuff, man. And I watch the women's game and stuff like that, man. But make sure you go sub up to him. Neymar, you already know what it is, bro. Thanks for tapping in. Dewani, Tyrone Hall, thanks for tapping in, bro. D-Dan Shelton. Let me see who else is up in here. Dewani, Tyrone Hall. Yep. And Jacob Petruzzi, man. Thanks for tapping in, man. And make sure, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow because I got to do full court press with Coach Ed Gladney tomorrow around 7 o'clock, talking WNBA and stuff like that. So, RC, I know you'll be up in here checking it out and stuff like that. But you guys tap back in, man, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Be up here with me and Coach Ed Gladney talking WNBA, man. And then, like I said, Thursday will be the draft, and I know everybody will be watching draft and stuff like that. And the Knicks will play Thursday night, so hopefully they could get some magic and they could win that game and take their home court back. But like I said, these next two games in Detroit are going to be very pivotal. Knicks got to come to play. Like I said, all hands on deck. Everybody got to contribute. Like I said, if they don't contribute and they keep playing the same way they've been playing, hey, they might get their coach fired. So hey,
I'm not unhappy with that. I won't be unhappy with that.
I won't be unhappy. Do you got any last words?
Yo, the Knicks has got to play better, man, and that's from 1 to 5. That's all.
Yo,
1 to 5, got to play better, man.
He said, "Yo, who do you think the Giants are going to pick?" I'm hearing some reports Giants might get Shador. Nah, I'm thinking like, yo, from what it's looking like, it sounds like the Giants probably going to take Abdul Carter at number 3.
Word, you really think that? What's wrong with you, dude? Really?
Nah, I know. I'm dead serious because, like I said, man, they signed Wilson and Jameis Winston, even though that's not what you call it, like your typical quarterback for right now. But they figure these coaches got to win games this year, so they're gonna want somebody who's gonna help them win in first round pick. That's gonna help them win.
You jump on.
Instead of saying,
I'm just saying that's it's a must that they take Shador.
To me, it's a must that they take him. But what you be hearing sometimes is like, they probably can get Abdul Carter and probably can get Shador if they come back into the first round again, even though I don't know how true that is because, like I said, a lot of teams, even though it looked like, they throw smoke screens like they want to pick quarterback, but then, they make a run on a lot of edge and defensive players. If there's a lot of great edge and defensive players, they're going to go with that. So that's how the quarterback slip into like the later part of the first round or into the second round. And what they saying is like, from what I'm hearing, is like Cam Ward is definitely going number 1, 2, Tennessee. Because Tennessee really only have, I want to say they have 2 draft picks in the top in first and second round. After that, they don't have a third or a fourth round pick. So they're going to take Cam with number 1 because after that, in the second round at 35, they're going to go with somebody else because they gave up some of their draft for some other, trades and stuff like that. So their back is against the wall. They're going to have to take Cam at number 1, and then next probably Cleveland will probably take Travis Hunter at number 2. And then the Giants will be on the clock, and Abdul Carter will be right there. And I guess they'll take him. Shador, like I said, don't worry. I would want Shador too, but they'll look at it like, and then you're hearing reports like if they take Abdul Carter at number 3, they might trade Kayvon Thibodeau or something like that. So I don't know because he's coming up on his they got decided they're gonna pick up his 5th-year option after the draft, him and Evan Neal. And if they do, I think they'll definitely pick up Kayvon's 5th year, but they won't pick up Evan Neal's 5th-year option and stuff like that because he ain't really been performing. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, sometimes some of it is the players, but sometimes I blame the coaching staff too because you ain't developed these players like the way you should. And my whole thing is like, these are your players that you picked. You wasting these picks.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For a losing coach, you're supposed to be developing these players. All the players that you asked for, you should be using them. You're not even using Jalen Hyatt. You're not using Daniel Bellinger. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these are the players that you picked. So this tells me like, yo, bro, if you're not using these guys, like, what are you doing as a coach? You know, it's like, yo, we can't just be keep getting players and getting players, drafting players, and then you're not using them, and we're losing. It'd be one thing if we're winning games and we're a good team, but you got to hit on your players, man, because guess what? As sooner or later, it's like, hey, you have another losing season, you're out the door. But like I said, man, yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow night, man. So make sure you guys tap in at 7 o'clock with Coach Eglani doing full court press tomorrow, man. Until next time, man. Peace.
Deuces.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalized mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean, we about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S-God G-O-D. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.